We last left off in the aftermath, what was that accent? Aftermath of a fight with a bunch of roaches, and eventually the crew met the Kingfisher along with the other party mates that were tagging along with us, and there was a strange lady stuck in a globe of sorts, a magical prison that was essentially not dispellable. And after a conversation with the Kingfisher and learning about how the hell he got to this situation, the whole record scratch and everything, turns out he was kidnapped by a bunch of former contestants that should have been kicked out a while ago. Why they did that, he wasn't sure, but he was basically thrown to the roaches for a while, and after that there was some downtime and the crew was trying to figure out how to get out of this place because it is still filling up with water, not frantically, but eventually it's going to be a lot of water. So we called the emergency services with the hidden camera. The first attempt was kind of a fail because who the hell cares about a bunch of people, right? So the second attempt, the rich halfling, I think, I don't remember her name, used the power of rich white woman trouble energy to claim that the games are being the integrity is being in danger by a bunch of people potentially cheating, and that was going to get them emergency services in about 4 hours or something like that. So in the meanwhile, they were talking with the mermaid fish lady. We're not sure who she is, but she wasn't very friendly initially, and she really, really hates the Kingfisher. But they managed to get some sort of conversation going, uh, under the promise of not being killed upon being freed. Not that we could do anything about it, but Merlin was really obsessed with her for some reason and kept like pressing her face against the glass like a little kid the entire time. Kevin found a Umber Hulk tunnel. Found out there's lots of eggs in there. And he essentially noped the hell out. And eventually help came, dealt with the eggs, and I think we were all on the way back home. Well, not home, but like out of here. Did I miss anything? Oh, right, and the lady came from she was separated from her guard ranks or her squadron for a bit after a bunch of like a ship of some sort threw something in the water, and that's all she really remembers. Yes, a halfling pulled a Karen to get rescued. Did I get everything? I feel like that's everything. Or the gist of it.
You remembered a lot more than I did.
The Kingfisher being horny for. Oh, right! The Kingfisher has some homo feelings for the head monk. For a long time, apparently, and upon realizing the guy got divorced, he's like, oh my god, I think I have a chance. And that kind of motivated him to stay and actually stay for the fucking police report. Yeah. There we go. Sorry, Charles. Jeez, I'm sorry. I forgot about the horny detail.
Why is that what you remember? Of all the details.
Okay.
I kind of blacked that out of my mind, to be honest.
Well, you can tell me more now.
Oh my god.
You missed yeah.
Charles, feel free to fill in the details that we missed on them.
Well, Charles, what do your
Charles?
meticulous notes say about this situation? Charles noting this down with a precise detail. Well, his ass was out.
Well, it was?
No, it wasn't. It was not. Leave him ass alone. Okay, great. I think that's mostly it. You guys are now currently, I think you decided. Where is it? Where's the map? Let me go to the map real quick. So, I believe you guys decided that you're gonna head to one of these two like spots, right? Is that correct? You're like, well, I guess Thriceburg is done. Might as well head over to one of these two things and pretend that didn't happen.
Yes.
So you're in the. Did you decide which one you're going to yet? I don't remember.
I don't think.
I don't think so.
I don't think so. I think we were freshly getting out.
Yeah.
Because we were running a little over, I believe.
Mm-mm. Well, who's drawing right now? What the hell is that?
Would like to know what are the trade-offs between the two directions.
Okay, you're going.
Wait, what are our options?
Charles pointing to the bottom one. I think Charles making a vote for the bottom one. Your two
So
options
that we
are the top one here. I don't know how to ping.
Okay.
How do you do it again?
Okay, I think I can see. I see your cursor.
Yeah, the top one or the bottom one? Because you guys are here right now.
Oh. Okay.
Charles is pointing to the bottom one, so I guess you're going to the bottom one.
Is that where Kingfisher and the hitbug?
No. Kingfisher fucked up.
Is that where Kingfisher is gonna meet the hitbug? Is that why we're voting for the bottom one?
No.
I don't understand, but I don't have a
I don't
preference.
understand.
No, I think so what happened after that incident was called in is that you guys were like, we're not going to Thriceburg. The other party decided to like split up and be like, we're just gonna head to Thriceburg and then we're gonna head like south from here, see ya. And you guys are like, okay, well we want a few more points, so we're gonna take these two on. The monks are like, basically they're taking the person in the tank and then also Kingfisher over back to Turning Rod Shrine for just like questioning and also to try to get her out of the tank and like figure out what the hell happened here, etc. So that party's headed south and you guys are headed east. That's what I remember. And I believe like after you guys left, it like you made it halfway through the forest and it was like nighttime. Eleanor, you guys like long rested and Eleanor had like another weird dream / prophecy / threatening message. I don't know. Most of these are for you.
It wasn't good, whatever it was.
What part of it
Oh,
was
right!
funny?
Eleanor had that really dream.
Was
It
it?
was upsetting.
It sure was a dream.
Sure was a dream.
It sure was a dream.
An extremely
dream.
upsetting dream.
Of like carnations, I think, and like
Of liquid.
urgent. Paladin of urgent.
It could be worse. You could have dreamt of chamomile.
I had a dream that Eleanor's, whoever Eleanor was as, had their face in someone's neck who was dying. And then there was like semen all over her, like
No,
sticky,
it wasn't.
something
It's
sticky and hot.
It's blood.
Um,
It's blood. Help.
And then I saw somebody who was resembling a faction of people within my school who are overachieving, and are for want of all things verdant, the deity of the rich. So it looked like that as a person who was raising their crossbow and pointing it at the person who Eleanor was. And as the arrow barrels down, she woke up.
Yes. And then you guys are all together in this cool forest. So yeah. There
Okay.
you are. Oh, let me put down your token, Yumi. You're there also.
So we're going to the bottom one. Is that what we have decided?
Yeah. Well, that's the one
I
Charles was
guess.
pointing to. So
It seems like we have decided in unison the exact choice that we all agree on.
yeah, sure.
Okay.
Okay. Who's leading the way? How are you gonna get there? Just walking your feet. Nothing you guys want to do in the morning. You wake up and you're in this forest and just trying to be like, well, I guess we're getting on with today. Hopefully, nothing major like that happens again. It probably won't.
Yeah.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
Going back to standard issue Laurel stuff, I guess.
I guess Alinar is going to like try to clear all the juju in the air of like everybody like after what she like just went through last night. She's like, okay, let's not jinx anything. So she's doing it every superstition she knows to unjinx something.
Avani will watch this happen.
Just watching, sitting.
Just watching this happen. Like, okay. I mean, you do what you gotta do, girl.
She's like frantically lighting sage
Are
and
you
mumbling to
okay?
herself.
Yeah, you do what you gotta do.
Oh. Yeah. Whatever brings comfort.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if anything works, but you won't know whether it works if you don't try it, right? I have to test
Exactly.
as many hypotheses as I can.
That is true. If nothing else, it will make you feel better.
Data is good. And that's all I have for her to do.
Okay. Yeah, you guys start walking. Whoever's leading, I guess, wants to make
Can you
a
unpause the game? Sorry.
survival check. Sorry, Charles. What?
Oh, can you unpause the game, please?
Yeah, sorry.
Thanks.
Yeah, can you make a survival check? Whoever is leading, so you can navigate through the woods.
Sure.
It's like mid-morning, so like it's nice, good weather, not doing too bad. Yeah, you seem to like. I think you guys continue to follow like this like little river that you've been like staying next to, and you are just making your way through the forest. I think you're like halfway through the day when you get to around where you think it should be. Whoever wants to can actually I'll do it. Let me see. Let's okay. Amani, can you make me can you just roll 1d20 for me?
1d20?
Mm-hmm.
Sure, it's fine.
Okay, so you guys are walking into a clearing, and as you like sort of approach like a clearing in the forest, you hear the sound of like a thwacking sound, sort of like a chopping sound. Yes, you did take a long rest in between sessions.
Cool.
Yeah, you woke up from your long rest, so you're all long rested and you're all level 6. Yes. Happy level 6. But yeah, you hear like the sound of like sort of like thwacking and like foliage in the distance.
Oh no, it says I'm Avani.
Uh-oh. Why'd you roll 2d20?
Portent.
Oh, important. Okay, awesome. So is it 11 and 3? That's pretty good.
Yes.
Thank you.
11 and 3, not bad.
Okay. The sound of flapping in the distance, something?
Like something being like whacked.
Can we
Do
tell if
we-
it's like made by people or like something else?
Maybe. It's a little bit of ways. Like you're in a clearing, but there's still like, a couple of like forests and whatnot ahead of you. You can make a perception check to try to guess.
Sure.
Why is everybody Avani? Okay, good.
Am I Avani?
No, I think
No.
Eleanor was like, am I Avani? I think it's just that one.
No.
Cool. I think Avani and Kevin, I guess, well, fireworks. So sorry, someone's exploding fireworks. It's kind of distracting. You. It sounds sort of like someone is cutting down like branches, because you hear like the rustle of like bushes and stuff, and like thwack thwack, like someone's trying to chop them down with like a machete or a knife or whatever. And I think if you like continue to walk forward, you kind of start to see like some like brambles shaking up ahead, and you can see like a group, as you like turn in the clearing. There's like 3 humans, and they're like in front of some like black brambles, and they're like chopping them down with a machete.
Okay. Do we want to go over and ask them what they're doing?
Sure.
Yeah, okay.
Do you want to maybe read their lips with me first?
We could, yeah.
Oh, and also, is there anything they're like kind of wearing that kind of signifies like
Can we see what they're saying
what they
from
are?
here?
Yeah.
Doesn't Avani and Eleanor both have the observant feat?
Yes, okay. We have to see. We have to be able to
Yeah, their lips
see them
moving.
talking, though. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mostly they're like grunting. I don't think they're speaking any like words to each other, but they're just like
Mm.
grunting and maybe like grumbling. And when you hear their grumble, you're like, "What a mess!" Blah blah blah. And then it's kind of like indecipherable like grunt in between the like, "Sick of this shit," blah, 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 and then hitting the brambles some more. Kevin, you are like staring at their clothes. They seem to be like they're not like super well off. They seem to be just wearing like kind of hand-me-down like leathers and jerkins, and the machetes look kind of rusted a little bit. They're not like super sharp or anything, but you know, they look like just your regular old, maybe like tires or whatnot, working at something.
So, well, that's all we can glean, I guess. Are we? You wanna go talk to them or not?
Do I want to talk to them? I don't want to talk to anybody. Except for you all. You're all nice, but like somebody else wants to be my guest.
Well, Merlin can.
Yeah.
She would.
Sure. And are we all going down to say hello, or just like Merlin and people interested?
Wouldn't it
I
be
can-
kind of creepy if like a couple of us just like hung back and stared?
It would be very creepy, yes.
No, I would go in solidarity. I just would not be talking.
Okay, so we follow Merlin to go talk to people. Yes, okay.
Okay, so I guess Merlin goes to talk to whoever these people are.
Yeah. What do you say to them? You see, there's three of them. Three like they seem to be like human men. They're just chopping at a bush. The brambles are like sort of like they look like sharp, spiny, dark wood, that are like covering what looks to be like a path. But they're working at it.
Can she like check who looks like they're the weakest and can't run away fast?
There's a guy who's like he's not the shortest, but he's like really like stick thin, kind of like Shaggy.
Oh my god.
You know,
Okay,
he's just
she'll go
weakly-
and she'll go up to the guy and be like, "Hi."
Wait, what? What do you want? Can I help you?
Yeah, you can actually.
Okay. I'm busy, so no, I can't. And then he goes back to chopping the wood.
Oh my god.
What are
But
you
just
guys up
asked
to?
me.
What?
Well, what are you guys up to?
We're cutting the. You blind? We're cutting the bramble. We're getting rid of it. Chop, chop, chop.
I think my companion is to ask, wait, like, what's the purpose of cutting the trees down? Are you guys building something here?
What? No, we're doing a job. The Duke told us to, cut these stupid brambles because they're clogging up the forest. It's shit work, but we're getting paid, so that's good enough, I guess, and we don't have to actually go in.
A duke.
Yeah, the Duke of he calls himself the Duke, but he's basically just the biggest landlord in the next village over.
Are you telling me that if you own the most land, you can just call yourself whatever you want?
I think you can generally call yourself whatever you want, and it's up to other people to agree or disagree to call you that name.
Fair, but now you get credibility?
What does that mean?
Just sounds like a societal flaw.
I don't know. We just call him Duke. What? Huh?
Okay, which village is this, if I may ask?
Some shithole that we all live in. It's like, I don't know. It's just a couple of knots like east. We're just trying to clear the bramble because he's paying us for beans, basically. But we don't have to gotta go in. So we're just chopping the bramble up. What? Listen, it's a cushy job, and I'm not giving anyone else. So if you look like you're trying to take this job, you'll fuck off.
How much are they paying you?
You see the other guy like stop and like pull out his bag, like pull out this like tiny like daintily embroidered purse, and it's like 2 whole fucking gold each. Ain't that nice?
That is nice.
Yeah.
Guess he really wants a way into this forest.
Well, I don't know if he wants a way in versus just this ugly ass bramble to be out of the way. So, but what it's not no skin off our knees. We don't have to go in. Look at that.
That's
shit.
true.
And he like points at like past the bramble, and like maybe it was just not noticeable before because these guys are kind of like loud and like thwacky, but like the woods past the bramble, they look a little like shadier. The canopy up top looks a little thicker, and the like the bramble and the like bushes that continue past on where they're like cutting down seem a little sharper, a little more thick. Yeah, look at that shit. That's a mess past there, but there's also weird shit's happening in there too, so I'm not participating, but I am cleaning up.
All sorts of weird shit?
Yeah, like I don't know, that's what they said back in the village. I'm no freaking hunter or anything, but there's been some like weird noises coming out of the forest lately, that kind of stuff.
Oh, weird noises?
Yeah, like moaning and see. I told him, and he points at the skinny guy. I told him it's just some like people fucking around in the woods, like literally. But then he says that he saw some, I don't know, some people shambling about in there, and I don't know what they get up to in these woods, and I'm not about to try. Maybe it's one of you guys. I think you're part of the what do you call it? The
Lords?
Right? Yeah. Well, maybe they unleashed something in this woods for you to kill. Who knows? That'd be kind of fucked up, actually, because then it would, like, endanger the rest of the... Actually, that's really messed up.
That's really messed up.
I have to send a word to
Yeah, that would be pretty messed up.
See, now you're with me.
And then, like, he puts down his machete, he's just like, I really hope that isn't the case. That'd be really fucked up.
Eleanor looks for like a camera like bug or whatever and is like, that's fucked up.
Like sometime in the future, you just see a clip of the back of Eleanor's head. She says that's fucked up.
Amazing.
Zoom back to the present.
Pathetic.
And the guy's like, well, how do we know? We're just we just live here, you know, trying to make a living, constant ramble. So if we've satisfied your curiosity, you can scram. Gotta get back to work. Smacking the bramble again.
Okay, I guess we'll head to your village for some more information.
Sure. It's like that way. And he points further into the wood, I guess. I'd be careful though if I don't know. Actually, you can handle it without me.
Could you just by chance provide us with a name of like who mentioned they heard a weird noise in the woods?
You want my name?
Oh wait, was it you who heard it? For some reason I thought it was someone else.
No, it's him. And he points to the scraggly guy that Merlin tried to pick out as the weak link. Tom saw the shamblers in there, didn't you, Tom? Tom's looking at you guys like, I didn't see nothing. I'm just, you know, I was, oh man, I don't want to talk about it. Goes back to Pen the Woods. I didn't see nothing. He's gonna tell you about it. These guys will make fun of me, so I don't want to talk about it anymore.
I think you should talk about it.
Why?
Because it sounds important.
Says who?
Me.
Who the hell are you?
Maybe talking about it will make you feel better.
I don't know. I feel pretty bad right now. I don't think I think it just gets downhill from here. You know.
Can we try to persuade this guy by like saying, "Oh, we can like solve this problem for you, and then you don't have to worry about it no more."
Yeah, you can. You can roll persuasion if you want.
Is it contested? Can I give him a 3?
It's not contested. You just need to convince him to like, hey, this sounds like a good idea.
14.
14. That's pretty good. You know, he clearly wants to talk about it. He just doesn't want to do it in front. It's like, well, actually, and then he looks at the other two who are just like chopping wood and ignoring him. He's like, oh man, well, you know, I was just you know out here for a smoke. I live kind of closer to the banks, and to having myself a nice, you know, hit a pipe weed, and then I swear I saw some shit. Like it was dark, so maybe it was my eyes were mistaken, but it looked kind of like an animal. But also, if the animal walked on 2 legs like a person, and it was like kind of dragging itself around outside, and when I went to go get a lantern and take a look, it was gone. So that's all I got for you.
What kind of animal?
Like was dragging what?
Like dragging itself outside. You know, like when someone's like wounded and they're sort of like limping along. Sorry, that's my mom. She's
Bless you.
Bless. Thanks.
Bless you.
I'll tell her you guys said bless you. But yeah, you know, like it looked like it was hurt, but it was making it through.
What kind of animal did it look like, though?
It was like fuzzy. Maybe it was the bear, but I wouldn't bet my life on it, you know.
And where did you say you saw it again?
In the like house, like in the woods behind my house, closer to the village.
Does he point in the direction? I guess.
He points. Sorry.
Okay. I guess we will go. Will we go check it out? Do you guys want to go check it out, or do you want to stop by the village first?
Do you think we need to go by the village to orientate ourselves?
I don't know whether we do or not. I'm down to take the detour though.
Me too.
Sure.
We can get some more info, if nothing else.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess we can go to the village first.
Okay. So you guys
Alright,
decide to go to
thank
the
you.
village?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Or they're like nodding like, yeah, I mean, have fun, I guess.
We'll check it out. Thanks.
Yeah, thanks. You too.
Alright, bye. And he goes back to chopping the wood. And the other two are like snickering at him. He's like, shut up! I'm just telling you, it's real. They're like laughing at him. Cool. So you guys,
The only approval you need is of your own.
make a persuasion check.
Oh god. Are you sure you want to ask me that?
Yes.
See, +0. Natural 1, baby.
Oh my god.
LMAO.
Oh, that you couldn't have scripted that if you tried.
I could not have scripted that if I tried.
He like hears you say that and like he's already like his shoulders are already hiked up and they like hike up even further and he just sniffs. He's like, okay, whatever. And he goes back to the yeah, I think that made him feel worse.
And then as Eleanor turns back to walk, she immediately trips over a twig,
Oh god.
falls on the floor.
Oh yeah, your roles are still private on Foundry.
Oops.
Still,
It was a natural 1. I will fix it.
You sent them to GM, I think, when you were doing the other thing, so I think that's probably what happened.
Yeah.
See. But yeah, you guys sort of follow the like direction that they pointed. For a little bit there like doesn't seem to be, it just seems to be more forest, but you eventually find like a pathway and follow the pathway over and it does take you to this like the forest eventually thins out and you are here in this village.
Cute.
Ew. Cottagecore.
Yeah, it's
Cottagecore.
it really is a village, I think, compared to Thriceburg, which was more like actual buildings. I don't know why there's grids. Hold on. There you go. No grids. There you go. But yeah,
Is that gray on the bottom right just artistic interpretation, or is it actually gray?
no, that's for real. So you guys
Oh
are
no.
sort of coming out of this section of the village, and like the forest that you are like coming out like sort of extends around like this way and then into here as like another like path. And as you're like entering the village, you can definitely see more of that like bramble towards the south end of the village where like the forest starts up again. It kind of feels like they just built the village not like outside of the forest, like at the edge of the forest, but sort of like where there is a break between forests. But yeah, there's a couple of thatched houses, some really big hay bales, some farms. You can see like the mountains to the south of you, behind you. So you can walk up to the village and yeah, you see a couple of people. There's someone pushing along like an ox cart full of potatoes. Seem to be headed somewhere. There are a couple of like kids. They look like they're throwing rocks into the river. A little bit like down this way. It slopes down to river. Some like old lady is hanging her laundry down here. It's kind of cute. Aside from like the weird like bramble at the edge of the village. And actually you can see other people chopping at the bramble there as well. A couple of folks with similar machetes. Yeah, you made it. Nice and quiet. What do you do?
This is weird.
They seem to be having some kind of bramble problem here.
Yeah. I guess I will go up to one, the most innocent looking one I can find who's cutting bramble, and say, "Excuse me, what's that bramble doing?"
The person turns to you, and it seems to be like a young woman. She's got like an apron and like a little bonnet on, but also a huge like kitchen cleaver. As she's chopping the bramble, she's like, "Sorry, what? What's the bramble doing? It's being cut down. Is what it's doing. Chop, chop.
Is
chop.
it hard?
Was
Is
it-
it? Yeah, go ahead.
Has it always been here, or did you just recently get a lot of
No,
bramble growth?
no. It's been well, it's been recent that the forest have always has bramble. That's what forests do, but it's been like sort of out of control recently, and we have a lot of firewood now, fire starters, I guess. But you know, it's starting to. And then she points to this house, that's like half covered in bramble. She's like, it took old man what was his name? Rain is in the village. It took old man Seth's house. It's covered in bramble now, and he can't get inside. So we're trying to chop it down. It grows really fast overnight, so we're just trying to keep it at bay. You can be in the village if you want, Rain. There you go.
Okay.
You all can be there if you want. I don't care.
Yay!
Okay. Huh.
When you say recent, like, do you remember how recent it is?
I would say maybe like a couple, like a week ago or so.
Oh my god, the coil is ruining everything on purpose.
Wait, would that be before coil, or is that during the coil? I'm kind of lost on time
During the
tracking now.
laurels, you mean?
The laurels.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that is around the beginning of when the laurels started. Yeah.
Okay.
You guys are about a week into, actually you're a little over a week into the laurels now. I think you have about like 5 days left.
5 days left? Oh god.
Yeah, I think this is the like 5th to last day. So after this, you'll have 4 days left after today. But yeah, she's like, I don't know. It started like a week or so, maybe a little over a week ago. This area has, you know, historically there was like some weird castle that used to be in the space between us and Thriceburg, but that was like hundreds of years ago, and that's long gone. So I don't know what the hell this is, but they said that castle, you know, my mom said that castle used to, I don't know, be owned by some freaky wizard. I'm not a magician, a wizardician, magicist, so don't know what they do, but I know if one shows up in the forest near your house, it's probably bad, right? That's what all the books say. But I don't think he's there now, and shit's cropping up, and it's, you know, taking up a lot of our time, so, excuse me, I need to get back to the bramble. It just starts chopping again.
Also, it could be that the bramble is like magically induced. And I guess anyone here might know about this?
I can try to check.
Yeah, you can, make an Arcana check if you want. Yeah.
Yes. 17.
Nice.
Nice. That's pretty good. Yeah, you are doing you're like looking at the bramble, you are trying to like discern if it has any magical properties. And like the more you study it, Eleanor, the more you realize like this bramble has like a sort of like rotting quality to it. Like the life has been sapped out of it. but like even if the life has been sapped out of it, rather than like die where it is, that sort of sapping quality gets spread to whatever it's near. Sort of like traces of necromancy from like necromantic power from like these plants, which is a little weird. Plants don't do that. Plants photosynthesize, so
Ugh. Okay, so like briars.
yeah, it's like a black briar a little bit.
Ugh. That's the worst. Yeah,
Briar.
I explained that to everybody. They're like necrotic.
That's not good. Probably.
I
So
don't
no
think
touching
so.
it barehanded.
Do not touch it. Who has already touched it?
Who's touched the
Looks at Merlin.
Merlin, have you touched the bramble?
Huh?
That sounds like that would be in character, yes.
Oh, Merlin, have you touched the brambles?
Yeah, sure.
Oh my god. I love it. It's what my character would do.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Merlin, maybe you like reached out to like touch one of the brambles because you're like, it was sick. And like it like stung you, so you like pulled your hand back. And you maybe did it like back when you were talking to that guy in the forest. And like it left like a little like pink like scratch on your hand. And it has not like in the maybe like hour-ish it took to walk here, maybe like half an hour-ish. Like the pink like little scratch on your hand has not like faded or gone away. It's actually started to turn a little purple.
Ooh.
But like it doesn't hurt that much, it just kind of throbs a little bit. I can't say
Nice.
stuff like throb, and yeah, it's...
I'm gonna die.
Oh no.
Does
You're
Merlin
gonna
say
die.
that? Merlin, or do you say that you're like, okay, I'm gonna die?
I guess she'll be like, oh my god, guys, check this out. And then she just like shows everyone her hand and she's like, guys, I'm gonna die.
Oh no. Oh no, oh no, you're gonna die.
No, you're
Deep
not.
sigh.
If you really want, I can cast Cure Wounds on it and see if it helps.
Does it work?
Would it work?
Should I do it?
Well,
You
Would you-
can, I guess.
you can try.
Okay.
Kevin, you take your hand, and do you touch the wound with your finger?
I think you have to.
Well,
A creature you touch regains a number of hit points. I don't think I
Doesn't
want
say-
to like touch it.
I don't think you can
like,
touch.
on
I
the
think you have to
wound.
touch the person. You don't touch
Yeah.
the wound.
Yes.
I just like
Yes.
touch it like.
Because that
Barrel's
sounds like
thinking.
how you get an infection.
Kevin
Yeah.
puts his finger directly on the wound.
No. Like, I just like touch it like a couple of inches above where the wound is.
Okay, you like touch Merlin's hand a couple of inches above the wound, and like you like, you know, concentrate on casting like your cure wound spell. And as you're like, you know, you've cast this spell a couple times before, and you sort of know how it feels when like the magic like leaves your hands and like sort of goes into other people to heal it. And you feel that like start to happen, and it like makes its way down like Merlin's hand, but like as you are like in the middle of casting and you're like, cool, it is working, it feels like it stops at a certain point and is like being pulled into something. I don't know how to explain this, but it feels like the spell you're casting is not going in the direction that you want it to. And Merlin's wound does not change. In fact, it gets a little darker.
Oh. Hmm.
Okay.
I share this and like, Merlin, you might be cursed.
Cursed? Cursed? Oh my god. Did you just say cursed?
Oh, sisters.
Oh my god. Okay. Hold on. I have just the thing. I'm gonna rush up and cast Remove Curse.
Oh my god.
Wait.
Merlin, 5 minutes into the day. I'm going to get cursed today, besties. All curses. Okay, Eleanor, you're like, wait, I got this. And you need to so do you touch Merlin's wound when you like remove her curse?
Let me see. Do I have to? Let's see. At your touch, all curses affecting one creature or object end. So absolutely not.
Okay.
So like, okay, wait, hold on, just really quick. Eleanor's a studying wizard. What spells do you think she will pick? Well, the ones that are the most likely to save her from certain death. And so having a curse, terrifying to her. She basically has 2 curses in her right now, but they don't count. So like she gotta do what she can. She's prepared for the curses.
Very fair, very fair. So you like touch Merlin. Merlin's just like sitting there like, damn, you're just pumping a lot of magic. And you like, you've never I think cast this spell before, but you have just because you just learned it, right? With this level up, I think.
Yes.
Yes. You've never cast the spell before, so this feeling is a little foreign to you, but like you cast the remove curse spell and like your magic like basically goes into Merlin to do like the opposite of like Kevin's, which is like Kevin's like trying to heal something, you're trying to take something out. And it like holds on to like this black like seam of like magic that is like basically the wound on Merlin's finger, and as you like remove the curse, it's almost like pulling a thorn out of somebody's finger, and actually a physical thorn, like needle thin and like needle long, basically like manifests out of like the cut on Merlin's hand and like clatters a little, like just falls to the floor a little bit, and then shatters, and then your wound looks good. Well,
Sorry, like something a needle came out?
A needle, or I'm sure all of you were like staring at this process, so you can make me a perception check, actually.
Mara's like, damn.
Yeah, her jaw's on the floor. 30-20.
Oh,
22.
You guys are extremely you're like perceiving hard.
I have hypervigilance.
Watching this happen intently.
This like black thread coming out of Merlin's palm kind of looks like a needle. Also, kind of looks like a bramble thorn. And then like, upon closer inspection, like of it on the floor, it kind of looks like hair.
Oh.
And like, as it like falls on the floor, the like straight like needle line of it sort of like relaxes, and it like it slithers, like this little thing slithers in like past your feet, like darting past all of you, into the like bramble and like disappears.
Ew. Oh my god, my tapeworm. Ew! Roland's tapeworm.
Gross.
She's like, no, my worm! As it slithers into the brambles.
Did you want to keep that?
I mean, it'd be good if we could follow it.
Shall we?
Probably.
Well,
it just came out. Yeah.
Because that would probably show us where the origin of the brambles.
Yeah, let's go follow it then. Can we still track it?
Oh, okay. This area is like sort of blocked by brambles, so you guys have to be careful as you walk through. But you can definitely like walk past the like girl that's like chopping up the wood. Just, like,
maybe we could firebolt the brambles and just burn them all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Has anyone tried fire?
She like looks at you, she's like, no, you can't set it on fire. I mean, I would just set the village on fire. Look. And she's like, look how extremely flammable the rest of our village is. if you set this on fire, it's just going to jump over from Old Man Seth's house to the old inn, and no, you can't just set it on fire. Jesus, what are you doing?
We can do like a controlled burning. Like brambles are like kind of dried out, right?
Listen, you can't set this fire because it's going to just set the whole village on fire, and I don't know who you people are or how confident you are in being able to controllably burn it, but you can't set our village on fire. What are you doing?
Okay, can we use our weapon to cut it down then?
Yeah, you can try cutting the wood, the bramble down along with the rest of them. But like, yeah, you go ahead. Make me just a regular. It has to be with slashing damage. So anybody using bludgeoning damage or other types or piercing, it's not as effective. Slashing damage does well though.
Okay. Merlin, take your revenge on the bramble.
Let me see.
What's your damage? What's your attacking damage?
Do we need to roll?
I'm clicking on it, but it's not like letting me roll.
If you click attack in the chat, like on the actual thing, attack.
Can I click it for you? Okay, you did it. Thanks.
Yeah, I mean, it's a bramble. It doesn't have that much AC. You like slash at it, and your huge axe, your huge two-handed axe, clears like a path, much quicker than these people's like cleavers and machetes and stuff. And they're like, okay, I mean, you can help, I guess, but we're not paying you, and also we're gonna tell the Duke that we did it because he's paying us. So have at it.
Whatever. I'm rich. I'm rich enough. And she continues walking.
Whatever, I'm rich.
Whatever, I'm rich.
Just walks in. Okay.
Like, whatever. I'm rich.
I guess we head into the woods.
Okay, you guys start heading into the dark bramble? Is that what you're doing?
I suppose so.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
We'll let Merlin hack the way forward, I guess.
Okay, girl. You do that. Hold on. I need to update it. I didn't think you would get here so fast. Fucking jogging into the evil woods. Yeah, you make your way into the dark, like, bramble, that is sort of, like, bordering the, village. As you, like, walk in, you see that there are, like, a couple more houses in here that definitely kind of look like they've been lost into, like, a dark wood. The bramble itself, like, is starting to cover, like, this, like, trail. Yeah, this, like, trail that, like, leads into the wood. It's, like, starting to, like, cover that part of the forest, and you're, like, having a difficult time, like, getting to, to see where the trail is supposed to lead, simply because of just how, like, different and, like, dark this area is. Like, if you look above you, the sun is, like, is having a hard time peeking through the trees, but you're making your way through. Everybody can make me, I don't know, you can make me a dexterity roll, I guess, to see if you can, like, avoid stepping on the brambles and whatnot.
Yeah, that's totally gonna go well for me.
Oh no.
Oh, I give myself guidance before I do this.
Yeah.
Oh,
Let's
actually,
do it.
that's not terrible. Plus
Okay.
a d4. Okay, yeah. 14.
14?
I'm too afraid of doing mine. Oh.
What do you mean? They can do it, Eladrin.
I believe in you.
Okay.
I have a -1. You got this.
Okay.
Girl.
15.
Yeah, let's go.
You think so? You're fine. All
Terrifying.
of you, all of you, for the first, like, portion of the woods, you're doing pretty okay. You, like, see, like, the bramble underneath you, and you're like, oh, I can do this. And you make it. You like walk through, and you don't step on anything. Thank God. And then it's not so bad. I think it's a close call for some of you. I think who's the closest? I think Kevin. There's like one point where you trip on a rock and almost like slam your foot into one of the brambles, but like you catch yourself just before you do it. You're like, okay, almost. But yeah, it's not the worst. Anything in particular you guys are looking for as you are tromping into the woods?
I think we're trying to follow the path of the
You were.
Worm. Merlin's tapeworm.
Oh, Merlin's tapeworm. Okay,
Yeah.
you're gonna have to do a you can do an investigation check for me to see if you can even find where it went in the woods.
Okay.
Can Kevin also kind of look for this like castle that
27.
we're talking about?
Oh shit, 24 or 20.
Yes.
Almost.
Oh, you guys are pogging. You're like,
We are tracking this thing.
you
Yes.
found the worm.
The worm has been found.
It's Merlin's tapeworm, and she rolled a 4. She's like,
She doesn't really want to know.
it's her tapeworm, and she's like, huh, anyway.
Anyway, go straight.
It goes straight, and then it's the complete opposite direction. And Kevin, you're looking for the castle, right?
Yeah, or any like evidence of like structures that kind of leads the path towards the castle. Any indicators that kind of leads towards the castle.
Yeah, I think definitely as you guys are walking through the woods, the worm watchers, you with your super like keen eagle eyes somehow have like been able to see where this thing went. It like sort of like slithers along the ground, and you like hound it and like basically follow it, and you notice as it like moves forward and you guys are like staring intently at it on the floor, that like there seem to be like other squiggles, I guess I will call them squiggles, also following it, and eventually like it gets longer and longer, and it went from like sort of a needle like length squiggle to a I would say like if someone had like long Sadako hair like length squiggle.
What?
and-
So they merged?
Yes, they merged to become a longer, more sinuous squiggle. Interesting thing that
Does it-
happened.
Does it only become longer, or does it also get thicker?
No, it becomes longer. So it's almost like they're attaching themselves to like the bottom of the squiggle.
Okay, so they're not getting thicker.
Thicker,
Genital jousting.
not thicker. But yeah, you follow this long squiggle, and it, like, I think you just end up meandering into this place here. Let me send us to this area. Let's see. What? My image not working. My map. Hold on. Okay, my map's not working. Help.
I pretend I see it.
Yeah, pretend to see it. Pretend you see, it looks like that dark bramble that I mentioned to you. But you see in the, like, suddenly there's fog. You don't know why there's fog, but, like, there seems to be, like, a mist covering the place. And, like, the ground that you're walking on is kind of wet, and, like, muddy.
Well, now that we're far enough away from the village and on wet ground, we can always try burning the bramble here.
Yeah, you can try burning the bramble here. I think you have the idea that, like, burning it here, I think will be okay. Just because there's nothing, like, there's no more houses here to accidentally burn, which is neat, which is good.
Positive.
Yes. Amazing. Let's commit arson.
Is there a way for us to turn the fire off just in case things go wrong?
That would be up to the person who cast a spell.
Does anybody have control flames?
No, I have prestidigitation though. That puts out
Nope.
fires.
I have firebolt.
Well,
Let's see. Prestidigitation can snuff out a candle, torch, or a small campfire. So I could torch out a campfire worth at a time.
Okay.
I also have prestidigitation, so we can take out 2 campfires.
Yeah, 2 campfires at a time.
oh god. Okay.
Yeah, I don't have control flame.
no,
sadly.
maybe. Yeah.
It's actual. That's
Yeah,
an
it's
actual
a-
spell.
Yeah, it's actual spell. There's also shape water.
Huh.
There's
And
a
it's also
control
mold earth.
I think. Yeah.
Yeah, mold earth.
Yeah, mold earth.
Earthbend?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Airbender.
There's also gust.
Yeah, airbender.
Yep, they got all the elements.
You
Oh my god.
There's a monk subclass for it.
Yeah. It's not a good one,
there
but
is a
it's
monk
there.
class, you're
It's
right.
not-
Yeah. Sadly not the best subclass out there, but alas. That's what you get for the vanilla origin classes, I guess.
Yep. Well, not the best spellcaster here, so
Why don't we try a very small section? And then we'll put it out before it gets too big.
that works.
And then if it works, we can just continue.
Yeah. I mean, we could just like burn small sections at a time.
Yes.
Sounds good.
Okay. Go ahead and cast your spell. Which spell is it?
I think it's Firebolt, and then we're gonna try put it out with Prestidigitation.
Yeah. You cast it on the brambles, I guess, around you. And like they alight. After a moment, they're burning and they're like crackling, and like the mist around you is starting to disappear. But like and I'll move us here. Sorry if the image was really lumpy, but that's as big as I could get it. But as like the fog is like dissipating and you're seeing like a structure in the distance, the like brambles themselves start to like move. It's almost like they're reaching up and trying to get away from the fire. But they eventually like stop burning. Almost like the magic of your fire was sucked into the bramble. And they're smoky and charred, but they
So we didn't have to worry about putting it out anyway.
yes.
We could just burn it more.
Yeah, I mean it's still there. I think if you tried to like strike it with your axe now, it breaks a lot easier. At least.
I'm kind
Wow.
of curious now. My parents are calling me. Wait a minute.
What's the plan?
I don't know. Well, I guess we just do our best. Try not to set everything on fire.
It goes out by itself anyway.
Good.
Hello.
Yo.
Is there any way to hold the bramble without like getting hurt?
Glow?
Like hold the bramble without getting hurt.
I want to see if I can try casting like identify on that because I'm kind of curious what is going on.
I feel like if you were to, I I don't know. I think your character wouldn't know if there's a way to hold it without getting burned. Maybe you can try wearing gloves. I don't know if that would work. To check and find out.
Get cursed yourself too.
What's the worst thing that could happen, right?
What's the worst that can happen?
Says Kevin.
Do you think it'd be worth it? I don't know. Yeah, let's go for it. Why not?
Fine. So do you try to
Oh
like...
shit.
Huh?
Wait, sorry. My dad cracked a coffee cup again.
What the hell?
Again?
What is happening?
That's fine. Okay, looks like he's okay.
Okay.
Sorry, what's going on?
I don't know. What are you guys doing?
I thought you wanted to cast Identify on it while, I mean, we could just keep burning our way through.
Yeah, I guess all the others are like burning through it. Like, just Kevin just kind of trying to like cast Identify on all of the brambles that is not yet touched by the fire.
Do you need to touch something to cast Identify?
Yes, you must touch throughout the casting of the spell.
Okay. So you reach out towards a bramble to cast Identify, and you feel like a light like prick as you like on your like palm as you like cast the magic. Let me see. So you're not doing it as a ritual, right? You're just hard casting it. Can you click Identify again for me? Oh, thank you. You already did. You okay, this is not an item more so than it is like a creature. So you sort of identify that it is a magical plant, and that is it.
Okay.
Because like Identify is mostly for objects. This is not an object, right? This is
Oh, I see. Okay.
So I don't think Identify really works here, in the way that I think you try.
So it's not so much the plant that's been cast a spell on; it's more like the creature itself is magic.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, something like that. Like there's definitely magic coming out of this, but it's more that like it is a magical creature, like anything else.
I vote we keep burning it then.
Okay. Let's kill the parasites, kill some more worms, and also like, do I get hurt from this?
You don't have any like you don't get HP taken out, but you like definitely like have felt the prick, and there's like a little like similar like little line on your palm, like where it scratched you. Nothing to worry about. Nothing happened to Merlin, right?
Sauce.
Sus.
What's
Sauce.
Nothing you can do about it for now, right? Let's leave it be.
Yeah, I'm sure it's
Deep
harmless.
sus.
What are you talking about? You're so paranoid for. Yeah, you guys gonna just keep burning the brambles?
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay, you can keep burning the ones like near you, but like I mentioned, they don't like disappear when you burn them. They like become more brittle and you can hack them away easier. But like the burning doesn't seem to actually like, it's like trying to set fire to like really wet wood, where it'll burn for a little while, but it'll sort of like smoke itself out because of the moisture content in the wood. So
Actually, it's kind of necrotic-y, so maybe if anybody had anything radiant, that might do something.
We technically have a paladin.
yeah, I guess if one of you wanted to take Sunray's sheet and have her do stuff, you could.
Let me look at Sunmay's sheet. Let me see.
Mm.
Let's see. Paladins have radiant stuff, but does she have anything free that she can use? That's the question. Because I know the only radiant things Paladins have guaranteed is their smite, so...
Bless ceremony, command, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Blah blah blah.
Let's see. You know, I feel like somebody's a water specialist, right? Like of the sea. I was like, Paladin the Ancients. Maybe she'd know something.
Smite. Moonbeam?
Moonbeam's radiant? Yeah.
You guys about to nuke some plants? Just right now.
Nuke some plants, anybody?
Nuke them with the moonbeam?
Nuke? Anybody?
I think moonbeam is actually pretty economical too. I think you can just like keep moving it, right?
Yeah.
A whole minute.
Let's just go for a little stroll.
Yeah.
Let's moonbeam our way down, our way through the forest.
So it's the middle of the day, and you all are in this dark forest, and you're making somebody like so you're doing this. You're casting moonbeam.
Are we doing this?
Why not?
Do it.
Yeah, I guess.
Why not?
I guess we could.
We could. We might as well. There's no one else who uses radiant damage in this party.
Not me.
I could have, but I didn't take any of the radiant spells, so.
Yeah, I guess. So
Let's go, science experiment.
Science experiment. We just moonbeam our way through. It's because if I remember correctly, you can just keep moving moonbeam.
Can someone click moonbeam so I can see the
description?
Yeah. I just want to see what the spell does. I think I know, but cylinder that is 5 feet. Let me see. Silvery beam of light shines down from a 5-foot radius, 40-foot high cylinder, sort of within range. The dim light fills the cylinder. Once creature enters the spell for the first time, it's engulfing ghostly flames that cause its chain. As radiant damage.
As an action, you can move it up to 60 feet.
Yeah,
and you can do it like it says
for
up to 1 minute, so you can do it like 10 times.
Yeah.
Okay. So 1 minute 10 times. You guys like turn on the lawnmower and you start like this moonbeam lawnmower. You like at first you concentrate on like some brambles that you've already like burned. Those zap. There's like a hole like there's like a circle shaped empty hole in the like, dirt where the bramble used to be. And I'm assuming you're just like mowing down the forest with this moonbeam at this point.
Yeah.
Towards like wherever it is we are trying to go. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. So you're mowing down the like the moonbeam noise. Like fills the whole forest. It's really bright. It's a dim light, but it's really bright. Considering how dark this forest actually is. And it like. The light refracting off of the fog like causes this hazy glow. So I think this picture is even more accurate. That pale like white beam in the distance is just you guys lighting up the fucking forest. Oh
my god.
I'm assuming you like mop up the space behind you as well. And you can see like the villagers in the distance like slowly like put down their machetes and their mouths like look like the like jaw drop emoji. They're like, what happened? What's happening? Where's that emoji? They look like this.
Oh my god.
Just as like the moonbeam like bursts these plants down with with radiant energy, the like ground underneath that was sort of like pale and like not pale. That was like dark and like muddy and like gray. It like starts to look like regular mud again. It's like brown now. I don't know what is happening with this cleansing moonbeam, but you've just basically like fired an exorcism gun at the like an exorcism beam at all of these like these brambles, and you're like clearing them up pretty fast. As the bramble road clears and like the minute is over, you guys make it like deeper into the wood, and like sort of have carved a path in this like dark forest, and you see like what looks to be a like an old church in the distance, but like the building itself seems like kind of in ruins, and like unkempt, but it is like sort of out there, shining now with your beam of light. But yeah, it's there.
Okay, I guess is that if that's where like the squiggle went, we should be going that way.
You put the beam on the squiggle. The squiggle has disintegrated. Is no longer the squiggle does not exist. Sorry.
Wait,
Okay,
If
but
it's
that was the
Put-
direction it was headed in, right?
vaguely. You can assume because it was headed in that way, and you just followed the direction it was headed. But I'm pretty sure you beamed
Now we've mowed it.
you beamed that squiggle out of existence. You called him back up to squiggle heaven. He's not. He's no longer with us.
Okay, the path now clear. I guess we head to the building.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Out of curiosity, if Kevin like puts his hand out, the scorched hand out in the moonbeam, does it change anything?
Kevin, you will take radiant damage if you put your hand in the moon.
Oh,
Taking moon radiation,
You are
dude.
taking moon
Oh.
radiation if you put your hand in the moonbeam. So do it at your own cost, I guess.
okay, I'll do
Once
that.
you take like 2d10 radiant damage after making a Constitution saving throw.
That's amazing.
Wow, it doesn't actually explain what it does, so I just don't know.
Oh, it does.
What's going on?
If you click on the drop down arrow, it'll open Moonbeam.
Oh,
And it'll show you the actual spell, which is like it is literally like a beam, like a Super Saiyan style beam of like ghostly holy energy.
Oh, it's more like a laser than like a
Yeah.
shine of light. I see.
Yes,
Yeah.
you're getting UV radiation, but like the moon version.
You're basically getting like
Moonburn.
moonburn. Yeah, they're putting you in like a tanning bed and they're cranking it up to like moon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Company.
Kevin's about to get his Melanin stolen.
Mm-hmm.
It's opposite of Tannen.
It's zapped. Oh god.
Anti-tan.
So you guys make it to this like old church grounds, and like it's not like doing well, but it is like, you know, you can see like it maybe was once a grand building, but it's kind of weird that it's in the middle of the woods. Why would it be here? Who knows? But yeah, you enter sort of from one of the only like from Hyrule for sure. Yeah, just like that.
Well, maybe they weren't always woods, right?
Maybe they were always woods. But this place is covered with not just the bramble, but also regular plants. Like this place is just regular old instead of advanced old, like or like induced old. But you know, you can tell it used to be like a really like magnificent hall at one point or another.
Are there any house colors or statues we would recognize?
That you could recognize. You see some in the distance. You can't really tell from this. You have to like sort of come up closer if you want to like discern, because it is quite a large excuse me, place.
Are we walking in further to the hall?
Do we see anything? Maybe we should attempt to see if there's any signs of life before we walk right in.
You can make an investigation check. Sure.
To see, like, you know, case the joint before we do that.
Case the joint.
15.
15. So you are like looking, like peeking from like the entrance that you guys found, into the woods, from the woods, into this abandoned church. You don't see like signs of life aside from the plants. There is like a like large like tree opposite of you, like this big oak tree. This is a big oak tree. Like next to you. There's like a little squirrel, like sitting in like the hole in the trunk, just like looking at you. Like blinks at you and then blinks at the church and then like pops back into the hole of the tree. That's it.
Okay. I guess we could talk to the squirrel.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess. If we don't see anything else, I guess we could talk to the squirrel.
Why not? Yeah.
Well, do we see anything else? Is when we head towards it, like, is there anything or anyone else?
No, this seems to be like a like quiet, like abandoned place, lost to time and lost to like whoever built this place clearly doesn't manage it anymore. The area you're in has like a couple of gravestones, you think, but like the names are too sort of blurred out to see. The tree is on like one end of the church, and then the like other statues and stuff are on the other end. But other than that, you don't see any other like living things. There's maybe like a bird flying overhead. The forest canopy is sort of given way to the structure, so you don't even see the trees above you anymore. You just see this ruined building and the tree and the squirrel and all the plants around you.
Okay, maybe you want to go and check out the statues first. So somebody said they wanted to see if they could recognize any.
Oh yeah, sure. Us or like anyone else also. Do I just roll investigate?
No, you can roll investigate. Actually, roll me a.
Oh.
Okay. Investigation's fine.
I thought
Is it history?
Hmm?
or religion.
Oh,
No,
okay.
investigation's fine. You can roll religion also if you'd like. With your investigation check though, you see like at the far end, there is like a statue of what looks to be like a tiefling man. And he's got like these really lush looking like pink and green robes on. But the robes are like tattered at this point, almost like they were like draped over him like a long time ago and have like been sort of exposed to the elements ever since, but they still look pretty nice. Behind is like a sort of tabernacle where like people would like put all the like accoutrements of like a ceremony or whatnot. There doesn't seem to be too many like indicators of like if this was dedicated to like a specific religion or not, but yeah, you do see the statue of this guy wearing those robes, and like it's like around here up the stairs and stuff.
Wait, then like can we tell if this was like a place of worship, like in general, or if it was like was it originally said it was a castle or a church? I forgot now.
Castle, church, they both it kind of looks like it could be both. You can make me an intelligence check, I guess.
$19.
Kevin's brain is on all cylinders today. Yeah, So at first, like, the structure feels to you like a church, and there's like a graveyard in the sort of this section. But like, there aren't any like pews or what seem like shrines to things. And there doesn't seem to be any specific like symbolism anywhere. And like, another thing that you notice is that like, while this place is like definitely glorious at one point, you're looking at the like materials and the structure itself, and it kind of doesn't feel like a church. Like, churches are usually, you know, like open and for people, like places for them to sit, places for them to talk. This is a one big empty hall with no furniture in it. Almost like someone's oversized like entranceway to their house. Like, it is kind of like weirdly devoid of any furniture or any sort of like structure to indicate that this is like where people meet.
Huh.
Is there anything else people want to take a look at, or do you want to try talking to this girl if it hasn't run away yet?
It ran into the hole in the tree, I guess. So that's probably where it stays.
Can I do a check for funsies?
You wanna check what?
Can I do a investigation for funsies?
Yeah, you can do investigation. What are you looking at?
Yeah. I want to look for any inscriptions.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Sure, you can
Yeah.
make an investigation check.
19.
Wow, you guys are gangbusters today. I think you, Paco, like, where are you looking? Are you just like circling around to see if there's any inscriptions?
Yeah, like anything on like graves or like the walls, or like bottoms of the statues.
Okay. You like wandering around, and like, unfortunately, most of the graves, actually, the text is like unreadable, or some of them are like unmarked, like weathered over time or whatnot. You like kick away a few of the like disintegrated brambles, and what you do see is like on the arches of these like archways, you like look past them, they're like covered in like rubble at the end, so like they don't really lead anywhere, but
Yeah.
on the archways themselves there's like numbers, and they're sort of numbered like, this one has a 4 on it, this one has a 3 on it, this one has a 1 on it, and this one has a 2 on it. And then these 2 at the end are unnumbered.
Gotcha.
And they're sort of carved in like Roman numerals at the top. So like, if you
Wait, can
weren't
you
like
indicate
paying
that again?
attention,
Sorry.
Sorry?
Can you indicate that again? Sorry, which one is like the 4, 5, what?
I'll write it with the pencil. Okay.
Oh.
Okay, right. So this one has like a 4. Oh my god, no. So this one has a 1, 4, and then
Oh, okay.
2. Oh my god, never mind. I'll just write it normally. This is so hard. Writing with this one is difficult.
That's valid.
4,
You text.
Valid.
text. Okay. Please let me do another number, I'm begging you. Okay, never mind. So stupid. It's 4,
Oh
3,
my god.
1, 2.
Okay, never mind. It's okay. I think I get it. It's like going further away. It's like 4, 3, 2, 1 foot
4.
further out, right?
Yes, I can do this.
Okay.
I can do this.
Being you.
1, 2. Yeah! We did it.
Oh, interesting. It's not even in order. It's 4, 3, 1, 2.
Yeah.
4312.
Are there arches on the opposing side where we can't see?
No,
Or
the
is it just
opposite
one
side is there's no wall. It's like completely ruined. And like the forest is sort of all along this side. So it's only arches on that side. And then this one and this one have no numbers.
Interesting. So what's through the arches? Like, can we see like what where do they lead somewhere into like a corridor or anything? But you said it's ruined, right? So like, is the outside empty?
Yeah, so beyond this, there's actually the arches don't lead to like any doors specifically. They're all sort of from what you can see without like going through them, they're like connected. It's more like a covered hallway. And then behind that is just another wall that's like semi intact and also semi like covered in brambles.
Okay. I guess we shall go ask the squirrel if it knows anything about the brambles.
The squirrel. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I'll use my speak with animals and go talk to squirrel.
Okay, you can make it back to like the tree. The squirrel has like popped back into its like little hole. So you're gonna have to like, I don't know, like knock or reach in to like get it to like talk to you. But yeah, it's in this big tree that has like a hole in it. And yeah.
I guess I'll try to knock first at the side of the hole. Hello?
You knock on the tree and it makes like a surprisingly hollow sound. But like nothing happens.
Hello? I call into the hole. Or I guess I squirrel speak into the hole.
You do you like put your face into the hole?
Can I reach it?
Yeah. It's like it's sort of like hip height. It's not very high.
I guess I look in first before I do that.
Yeah, if you look into the hole, it kind of like the tree. It like extends farther in than you expect. And the tree seems like pretty hollow actually. Almost like there is a like space within the tree for people to climb into, but only if you're like small. I don't think any of you are big enough to made for you. I don't think any of you are small enough to fit. But
Probably not.
if you
Oh my god, is this why every group but us has a small creature?
I wonder.
I see you, I say, looking at the at like a random fly that's probably not the camera.
Again, we cut to sometime in the future, and then it's like just a clip of Eleanor saying, "Oh my god, I see you," and then pointing in. It's like a side profile picture of you doing that.
Good.
There's a compilation out there of Eleanor talking directly again away from the camera.
Background music, Papa Roach.
Okay, yeah, this is it. Yeah, hello. I call a little louder, I guess, down into the tree.
You hear like a rustling noise, and then like the squirrel pops up from the bottom of the tree trunk, and it like chitters to you like, "Yes, what? Can I help you? What?"
Do you know anything about the brambles outside?
Oh, the dark sticks? No. Well, I mean, they suck. I heard some weird noise earlier. It sounded and it smelled like burning. Hopefully they aren't set on fire, because then this would be set on fire and then my house would be gone. Which would be bad for me as a squirrel. So, no. What?
Well, when did they appear?
I don't know. This girl looks young. This girl's like, they've always been there. At least as far as I know, I woke up and they were there, and I was in this tree, and I don't mess with them. And well, they sometimes mess with me, but as long as I hide in this tree, I'm usually okay. You should find a tree to hide in. Those things are nasty. They stung my friend Bob. Nah, I haven't seen him since.
Oh no, that's terrible.
Yes, it's incredibly. I'm very sad by it, but I must continue to live on, I guess.
Do you know where it comes from? Have you ever seen like the rest of it?
He like pulled his tail like sadly. He's like, no. I try not to look at it too much. Gives me headaches. It makes the earth and the dirt smell bad, and the plants hard to find food. Makes them taste bad. I have to walk around it to get to the village. But
I have medicine for my allergies. That sounds like you have an allergy.
can you talk to the squirrel?
Oh, never mind. I'm not there. Do.
Wait, can you also talk to animals?
No,
Oh,
I just forgot that only they could hear them and talk to them.
talking to a squirrel. I'm sure you're relaying
Okay.
the information back in
Yeah.
common.
Like, So, well, thank you for your help.
Yeah, no problem. Listen, are you here to get rid of the? You here to get rid of the brambles?
Well, if you can point us in the direction, we could probably do something about it.
I don't know anything about. I don't know anything about it, but my friend might be able to help you. Yeah. Hold on. Let me wake him up. And like he disappears back into the tree. And he's like gone for like several minutes. And he's gone for
During
like,
which
4 minutes.
Avani will tell the rest what we have heard so far.
Interesting.
Okay. The squirrel like pops back out and he's just like, okay, my friend is gonna and then as he says, like, he pops back out, it's like, my friend's gonna help you. The tree that he like pops out of, one of its like branches basically starts to like move. And the trunk itself like untwists in the middle, almost like stretching, and then you see like the knots on the tree sort of 2/3 of the way up, 2 of them open up to like make a face with eyes, and it looks at you.
A treant.
Yeah, this tree is a person, or at least it kind of looks like an animated tree.
Nightmare fuel for Eleanor.
Eleanor was like, I dislike that.
She's like, I see faces everywhere, and this is confirming it.
Yeah, this face looking right at you, Eleanor. No, the tree like basically comes to life, I guess, and like scoops up the squirrel and like its branch palm, and it's just like, oh, what's this? You found some people to help, and it's talking extremely slowly. Hello.
Hello.
This thing's huge, by the way, because the tree that the squirrel was in was huge. It's like maybe 30 feet tall. It is a big tree, and it's like leaning over all of you, and it's just like, so I've heard people are here to help.
What language
Yeah,
is
can you
the
tell
guy
us more
talking in?
about the
Sorry.
bramble?
Yes. The dark infestation. It's bad. It, has taken over the old wood and has sapped it of its, vitality. I and my brother, we have attempted to come in and try to take it back, but as you can see, it did not fare well. And he points to like the wall of forest that's to the right of the ruins, and like the vines that are like dead and coiled up at the top. And he points to the bramble and he says, the bramble started as a much smaller creature, but after it took my brother, well, it gained a bit more of a foothold than I was able to keep at bay. Yes, it ate my brother. Right
I'm
in front of
sorry
me.
to hear that.
Sorry
Can
for
we
your
all
loss.
hear him?
Yeah, you can all hear him. He's speaking in common. This guy knows common.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, I'm sorry. Oh, that's awful. Oh god, that I can. Yep.
Yes, it, took my brother and made eye contact. Well, it doesn't have eyes, but I watched it swallow him slowly. Not even a whole piece by
Do
piece.
do you know the source?
It guards its core under trickery and guise. I believe this is where it was first incepted, so we followed it here to this ruin, but we could not discern where. I believe if you are to find it, you would need to know, where it dwells and, get through its defenses.
Can you tell us how?
If I knew, I would have done it. Oh, I believe, if you find more about this, building and its origins, it might shine a bit of light on what it holds dear and how it would protect itself from outsiders. As you can see, I am only a tree, and I do not possess the context for which it exists in this world and what this building means to it.
We have to go inside.
You have to go what?
Inside?
Oh, yes. I believe that's the only way to know about it.
Oh dear. Can't peek through the window?
Believe not. I am far too large to embark on that endeavor, and my friend here was far too small. So I suppose it is well that you have shown up to take this on.
I look to the group and like grit my teeth.
Well, I guess we've got more investigating to do.
I bid you the best wishes. If this helps, let me bestow this on you all. And he like reaches into like the hole that the squirrel came in. Oh no. It burst out of so bad. And he like pulls out of his like branches. He pulls out like this gnarled like black wood wand. And he like places it in front of you. He's like, I believe this has some significance. My brother's life was exchanged for this, and well, I regret it, but anyway, I still have it, so couldn't bring myself to throw it away.
A wand?
It is yeah, upon like first glance, it kind of still looks like a stick, but like you can immediately tell that this is some magic caster's wand. And it is well loved and looks kind of gnarly, but you know, it's a wand made of like similarly like that black charcoaly crumbly bramble.
Okay.
I can cast Identify on it, but can you tell me what it does?
Me?
Oh,
Oh, I cannot use it. I am a tree. But I do know that this belonged to whatever it is that spawned that, which plagues the forest.
okay, so it does have hands.
Maybe. I've not
Or like
seen it.
claws or something. Okay. Well, I will hold on to this and cast Identify on it later as a ritual, unless, Kevin, you just want to cast that now.
I
Identify?
mean, we could. Yeah, we could just cast it as a ritual here, I guess, since it's not like we seem to be in a safe enough space for now.
Yeah, it'll just take 10 minutes.
Okay. I think you guys take your 10 minutes to identify it. Let's take our break here, yeah, because
Yeah.
it's 9.
Okay.
Take a
Okay.
wee
Sounds
break.
good.
See
Yeah.
you in 20 minutes.
Yeah.
As you figure out what this won't do.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Okay, see you later.
Sounds
20
good.
minutes. Bye.
Farewell.
Yellow.
Whoa. Reset the game 1 second. Let me see this. Okay, it's gonna close temporarily while I reset this real quick. Welcome back. Yeah, I have to restart Foundry real quick, so if you can't see it, it's because I'm restarting it.
Okay,
Welcome back.
thank you.
Welcome back.
I think we're waiting. Is everybody here?
Yeah.
Yar.
Okay,
Merlin?
we are identifying wand.
I don't think Merlin's here yet.
Oh,
You.
charming things. Merlin, away charming things.
It's here.
Oh,
Okay. You're busy charming things. Okay. Yeah.
Away charming things.
Oh, charming things?
When in doubt, assume Merlin's away charming things.
Just making a charisma check raw unprompted.
I was like, what?
We're like, oh,
Wait, wait.
go girl. Hey, what are you charming? Why are you charming?
I was like, I'm charming? What?
The bramble, I
Got so
don't know.
lost. Do you need me to roll?
No, I was like, where are
No,
you?
nothing. Oh, I'm here. I'm just like lying down because it's so hot.
Oh god, ew.
Mm,
It is really hot in SEA. SEA still.
is it? It is.
Yeah. Okay. Well, hopefully you can stay cool. And not die.
Yeah, don't get heat stroke, brother.
We have AC at least.
Do you?
Rains isn't working.
Rain, do you have AC?
Whoops.
Yeah, mine isn't working, so.
Uh-oh.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Pathetic. Okay. Yeah, what are you guys doing? Let me unpause the game. So what are y'all doing? What do you've got this wand from this tree guy. You have these
I think we're trying to
holes.
cast Identify on it as a
Yeah.
ritual.
As a ritual, yeah.
Okay. You cast Identify on it, and it, as a ritual.
Mm-hmm.
Are any of you are doing anything else in the 10 minutes that it takes to cast this before I describe the wand? No, just sitting there
No.
staring.
Yep.
Okay.
I guess we just take a 10-minute break.
Yeah, just sitting, staring at the wand.
Time.
Yeah.
We take 10-minute we take a 10-minute moment of silence for the dead treant.
Oh
Yes.
my god.
What?
Somewhere out there, there's gonna be like the live feed, and then people are gonna be like, did somebody pause the live stream? Why are they just standing there for 10 minutes? Whoa. Like, they do that a lot, don't they? Yeah, I don't know why. Whatever. Did anybody tell these guys that you don't have to stand there and do nothing when you do ritual? No, I don't think they did. I think they have to stand perfectly still.
Keep
I
posing.
mean, we can sit perfectly still. We don't have to stand.
Perfectly still. It looks like a wallpaper background where it's just like doesn't move.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yellow wallpaper.
Yes. Somebody has you
We,
guys in their
we
wallpaper.
take a break.
I bet. Yeah, you go ahead and cast Identify, and it comes back as like, it's not named anything, but it is like a it is a magical wand that has like traces of like somebody's magic on it, and also it has like, you feel like if touched to like the right surface, it has like unlocking qualities, almost like a key,
Huh.
but it doesn't cast anything in particular. Actually, is this a spell? Hold on. 1 second. Oh, you know what? It is actually, you feel like you can cast one minor illusion. It can cast minor illusion once, but it is like pre-programmed to cast a specific illusion when it is used. Like, you feel like this is a very like, this is not a wand that people will normally just channel their magic with. It's like a very specific like it's meant for, it's more of a key and less of a wand.
Okay.
Should we see what it does?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
I guess we cast minor illusion.
Yeah, so you cast minor illusion, where? Just in front of you?
The
Sorry,
empty
can you
space
repeat
in front of us, I guess.
Okay, yeah, you cast minor illusion in the space in front of you, and like you're in this like church, surrounded by like ruin and like rot. Let me see how big minor illusion is. Minor, I believe it is
5 feet cube.
5 foot
I-
cube. Yeah, it's a 5 foot cube. You cast minor illusion in front of you, and a 5 foot cube's worth of illusion does emerge, but rather than a specific thing or like an apparition, you notice it's like a 5 foot cube of like, it looks like the same space, like all of the planes line up, but the area within that cube looks like brand new. Like the rot has disappeared. There's no more like brambles, there's no like overgrown trees, the tiles that are cracked like underneath your feet within this 5 foot cube are like perfectly, like they're perfectly like well preserved, and even looks clean and bright within this 5 foot cube.
Oh, so you mean it basically shows you the building as it was when it was new.
Yeah, almost like that.
So maybe we could are we able to like do it at different parts of the church to see like what it looked like before?
It seems like you can cast minor illusion as much as you want. Like it can only cast minor illusion, but it's like sort of unlimited with this wand. So yeah, can in 5 foot chunks try to figure out what you want to
What this
cast
place
it on.
looked
Yeah.
like before. Do we go around doing that?
Yeah. What
Maybe we'll find
guys doing?
clues.
Good morning.
Yeah.
Hello. What are you guys doing?
Yeah.
Yeah, thought we were doing that.
Yeah, I guess we go around and inspect the surroundings and see if we can find clues as to what to do next.
Sure. What are you like? Who has the wand and where are you pointing it to? Like, what are you interested in looking at?
I guess I'll start by just doing like a perimeter. Are there any like objects of interest as well? I would probably go to those.
You like, are you casting it around the perimeter? Or are you like walking around the perimeter?
I'm casting it. Can I kind of do it like a flashlight? Like cast it and walk?
Yeah, you can basically. So you have to like keep casting it as you walk, but as you're like walking around the edges, you see that like there, like the structure of this church was kind of interesting because like the first like bottom half is like made of like marble and stone, but like the upper half of the building is actually like these wood like arches, almost like it kind of like reminds you of a greenhouse where like the upper panels are like made of glass and are meant to like let light in, and are like made of like lighter material in the bottom, and that seems to be like the case for the whole like building. And you like notice like as you like walk around like this perimeter where like the tree is and this where the forest meets the like looks like it's encroaching onto the building, that this was like less of an enclosed building and more of like an open patio sort of situation. Those two walls never existed. It's not that they crumbled down or were like taken over by the forest. It was more like they were always open to the elements, as if this were some sort of open courtyard. But yeah, that's what you gain from the trying to figure out what the past looked like perimeter wise. And it was like a really well kept garden. Like there were like neat flower beds. At some point there was like a cobblestone and marble like pathway that led up to the stairs. There were like some, but what you do notice is that there's no like indication again of like any furniture for like people to sit as if at a sermon or anything. Like this is just really nice garden, like someone's nice garden.
What about the statue? Like if you do it on the statue.
Yeah, casting the wand onto the statue, like wipes away like years of grime and like age. The coat that the like robes that the statue is wearing, they change from like a like sort of weathered, like faded like pink and green to like this deep like maroon, like red color. And the green is like more of like a like aquamarine-ish like blue color. And they look actually less like robes and they look more like a fancy like overcoat, like looks like noble garb that this statue is wearing.
Huh. Still nobody we recognize though, right?
Nobody you recognize now. It's just some the male what did I say, tiefling, male tiefling. You can see now that he has like a kind of like confident smile on his face wearing these robes. An inscription at the bottom of the like base shows up that like seems to have been weathered by time before. And the inscription says a monument to all I have achieved.
Wow.
Interesting.
What else are y'all doing?
What about the archers?
Yeah, you can beam it towards the arches. As you like point the wand at each of the arches, where behind it just seemed like there was a, what do you call it? Like just more like wall, like it was under an awning. You see in the past, they used to be actually covered with curtains. And like each curtain was a like different color, like varying shades of green and not green, like blue and red, similar to like the robes the guy is wearing. But like as you point, like because like there's curtains, you can't actually see like what's behind unless you like pull them back.
I guess we pull them back.
Okay. Yeah, pulling back the curtains for which one are you like guys going up to?
Do we want to start with one?
Yeah.
Why not?
Sure.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, you guys go up to the first door, and you like pull back the curtain, and like instead of seeing the like same like gray wall as before, it looks like it actually like leads into a room. The room is like sort of like flickering with like torchlight. And there's like 4 pedestals on there. And like a little desk in the corner.
Wait, so like does this room exist like outside the illusion or just
If you like drop the like minor illusion, you can't see the room anymore. And if you like close the curtains and you like look around the side of the pillar, you don't see the room.
Huh. But then does that mean that we can go in though? Because it's just minor illusion. It doesn't like change space?
It's a type of minor illusion. I think the closest that you can like discern from identify is minor illusion. I think to explain better, it's less of like giving you a minor illusion and more of like showing you stuff that is like hidden in an illusory realm, I guess I would say. But there's no like equivalent spell to that, so that's why I said minor illusion.
Oh, okay. Okay. So, do we want to have a look at like the other rooms before we decide which one to go into?
Yeah.
Yes,
Clear
I would like
options.
to know my options.
Okay, let we go and look at 2, 3, and 4 before we decide, I guess.
Okay. So y'all look at room 2 and pulling that back, you just see a looks to be a like a bathhouse. And the bathhouse, the water is like it's like a weird green color. It's not like normal bathhouse blue, I guess. To like put it in bathhouse colors, but it's like sort of like a misty room covered in fog. There's like a burble of like the bath like being filled. But yeah, that room 2 seems to be a bathhouse.
Okay. So room 1 is a study of sorts, and room 2 is a bathhouse.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what's room 3?
You open the curtain to room 3. In room 3, there is like a roaring fireplace. And like in front of the fireplace is what looks like a kitchen hearth. And like the kitchen hearth, there's like something bubbling in the stove. But there's no one in there. There's like live embers, like cooking up stuff in the room. It's like kind of warm in there, like swelteringly warm. But like not super uncomfortable. Not like sweaty, but like feels like you're going in somewhere warm after like being outside in the cold type.
Okay, and room 4?
And then room 4 has room 4. You like peel back the curtain, and it's a little weird. It leads to outside, like it leads to what looks like a snowy landscape. Um, there's like a flurry of like a breeze like brushes past you. You see like white snow and like some like unfamiliar mountains in the distance. But like the ground is like carpeted in snow, and it's cold in there.
Let's not do room 4.
Okay, the study maybe? Like
Sure.
that sounds like somewhere we could gain information, I guess.
Agreed.
Yeah, safe enough.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah. So you guys
we
enter.
try room 1.
You guys enter room 1. All of you go in to the study. As like the curtain closes behind you, you find that like you walked into what looked like an empty room, like an empty like archway, but you can actually like find yourself going into the room. You have to squeeze a bit because it is like a 5-foot door. It's not super like a 5-foot like window basically, like cube into the room. But once you step in, like you're in the room and it's like quite roomy inside. There's like 4 pedestals and like a desk at the end. And there's like a window. But the glass is like frosted over, so you can't actually see what like is outside. But like light is like pouring like into the room, and it's quite pleasant inside.
Do we find anything? Books, scrolls, what's written on the pedestals?
Yeah,
Anything at all?
yeah. Well, you can investigate, I guess. But like yeah, just looking around. The 4 pedestals. Like the first one has a so it looks like a water drop on it. The second one has looks like a branch that's on fire image like scrolled on it. The third pedestal has like a branch that like is not on fire, and the fourth has like a little gem on it.
So the second one has a branch that is on fire.
Mm-hmm.
Branch on fire, tree branch not on fire.
Not on fire.
So these are like signs that is engraved into like the pedestals.
Yeah, they're like on like the side of the pedestals.
Oh, it's written on the pedestal like water drop, branch on fire, branch not on fire, and gem.
Yes, it's like written in like common. Like it's not a picture of it. It's like the word.
Oh,
Okay.
wait, what's the third one on again? It's just like literally a branch not on fire.
It says branch not on fire, and if you like look closely, it looks like there's a question mark at the end.
Branch not on fire. Okay. Question mark. Yeah, I guess we search the desk, investigate.
Yeah, you can make me an investigation check. Anyone who wants to.
Okay.
You said the
Oh.
window is frosted, right?
The window's like frosted over. Yeah.
Like because it's
Okay.
cold.
Because it's
I
cold.
think the foundry logged me out, but it's a 25.
Oh, okay, cool.
Whoops.
It's cold outside, Ryan, not inside.
It's cold outside.
It's outside, not inside. 25. Yeah, Avani, you're like looking through the like desk and stuff, and you find like quills, you find like a bunch of like scratched out notes. And then like searching through the drawers, you feel like one of them is like stuck, but you like wiggle it free, and then like a little book pops out, like a handwritten notebook. And then in the notes are like, I finally have to, and they're sort of scrawled in common, but like haphazard, like really this person's bad handwriting. But they say, finally found time to document my greatest achievements. I have lived a long and full life, full of adventure, and honestly, I would do anything to relive it, so why not do that? I think I will start by recreating some of the things that I've seen while on my travels, and some of the things that I've been able to work through. Hopefully someone out there will be able to enjoy it, same as I. And they put a little smiley face at the end. There are a couple more notes, but you'd have to spend like a bit of time like reading through it to like read more if you'd like, but that's what like the first page says. This is somebody's diary.
Okay.
So these illusions are recreation of his adventure?
Yeah.
Huh.
And like the diary itself is like there's a couple of like these like rectangular tabs sticking out of like the spine, or like the outward facing spine.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very organized diary, yeah.
Okay. Do we find anything pertaining to our research if we just like sort of skim through?
Yeah, you make it to like the first section, and like he says, like one of the first the diary entry starts like one of the first adventures that I found myself on was invading the lair of a tricksy rogue. They employed these elemental magics to hide their treasure behind a puzzle. I used my superior intellect, of course, to solve it, but I cannot seem to remember any of the symbols. Or, well, I remember them, just not completely correctly. I think I got it. There definitely was stuff that I needed to and it like trails off for a little bit. Like the person like lost their thought halfway through, and they're like, well, anyway, I think if I get the right symbols with the right materials, that is how I solved the puzzle. I cannot seem to recall what I gained at the end, but that is not the point. Well, anyway, that's why I'm writing this diary, so I don't forget any more than I already have. Until next time. And then he like trails off and like doesn't finish the rest of the entry.
Huh.
I think like reading through like some of the entries in this book, like the beginning of most of them starts like super confident, but like with like your high investigation roll, I think you can tell Amani that like this person is like, you get the impression that they're like trying really hard to recall things that they've done and like details from their adventures, but it's sort of like slipping through their grasp, so they've only got like the first bits and pieces of it. And at least with this room, it sort of matches up with like the description in that first entry, but it matches almost to the point that like the puzzle also forgets what the like the elements of the puzzle are sort of like blurry, as evidenced by like the inscriptions on the pedestals and whatnot.
Question marks at the end.
Yeah, almost like the room that you're in and the illusions that you're seeing are a reflection not of the actual adventure itself, but like the person's memory of the adventure that they went through.
That they are not quite that they're not quite remembering either.
No.
Okay. Well, okay. Do we find anything else of note in here?
No, that's all you find.
Bathhouse time?
Yeah.
Bathhouse time.
Bathhouse time? Sure. You guys just leave the pedestal room in the office?
For now, I guess. It's not like we've got anything else we can do there.
Is there like no materials that like in there that matches the pedestal by any chance?
Yeah, do we find anything else?
I don't know. You don't find anything else in that room.
Okay.
Okay. So I guess
Can we take the notebook out of the room?
You can try.
Yeah, we can take it along. We can try taking it along, yeah.
Yeah, you take the notebook out of the room. As you leave the sort of like preserved in time space, the notebook in your hand still exists, but like it looks a lot more worn now. Like decades have passed. And like the pages are like sort of sun bleached. So the text is like faded quite a bit, and some of the pages are not so easy to read, but it still exists in your hand. Yep.
Maybe we should leave it inside.
Yeah, maybe so it doesn't disintegrate.
Okay, so you put it back. Are you guys headed to the
On-
bathhouse now?
Yeah, like we put it back on the desk and then we hit the bathhouse, I guess.
Okay. Yeah, you head over to the bathhouse. It's not a super big room, but it's a big bath, that's for sure. It's definitely like a public, I don't want to say onsen because it's like more of like a Roman bath, but you know what I mean? It's like a big old steamy bath. The floor, the bath water itself is kind of like, it's kind of green. It doesn't look like, you know when a pool has too much algae in it? It kind of looks like that. The steam is like letting off this like herbal medicinal smell in the bathhouse. There's also like a couple of like, you can see like right off the bat a couple of like buckets, like wooden like bathing buckets, and like a couple of stools, like accoutrements for bathing and whatnot. And there's like hanging on like the far side of one wall is at least like 15 like hooks for like clothes, and half of them are populated with like the same like red and blue robes that you saw in the statue outside.
Ah. Do we Do we find anything else? Do we search the robes maybe? Are there stuff in the pockets?
Yeah, you can make me investigation checks for this room as well. I don't know. Sure.
Okay. Guess we are investigating.
Yeah, I think you guys are looking through the pockets of the robes. Anybody else rolling? Okay, cool. Oh no.
Nice.
Roll real good.
Nice.
Maybe somebody can inspect the water.
Yeah, I wanted to say that next.
Inspect the water, you say?
Unfortunately, Eleanor will do that.
Are you sure you don't have to?
I'll inspect the water with you, Eleanor.
Yeah, I feel like she has to conquer her fears a little bit, and Kevin as a moral support sounds amazing.
Okay. I'll
It's
go
fine.
through the robe people first. So who's checking out the robes? I think that's everyone else.
Yeah.
Okay. So Taco and Amani and I think Merlin is there, but she's not looking at the robe. She's just like, stinky. Oh no, you got 14. You weren't there.
Oh
So
wait,
the
did my
three of
thing
you,
not go through?
huh?
Oh well, I don't think my investigation went through.
No, it didn't. Where's your
Oh shit.
investigation roll?
There, I'll re-roll. Ah, fat 6. All right.
Fat 6, awesome.
There we go.
Robes. But yeah, you three are like looking at the robes. They're identical. Like this, either this is a uniform, but like I think with your 14s and your 12s, like even you can tell that like they're the same size. Like this is one person's wardrobe. This is just the same clothes. This person wears the same clothes and they have like 10 of the same robe.
Okay.
They're tailored down to like the T. The embroidery is the same. The pockets, I think like most of them are empty. One of them has a like crumpled up note, and the note like is like sort of damp, and it looks like it has like it's written in handwriting that isn't the same as the notebook. The note says like, "Yes, I received your missive, but unfortunately, I do not reciprocate. Please do not contact me. Thank you." That's all it says. It looks like, you know, it's kind of wet and it's kind of smudged and it's kind of wrinkled. But it's in that person's pocket, or it's in that robe pocket. And I think in the other robes, you find like what look like cork stoppers, like just the lids for corks. But that's it.
Okay.
For those of you looking at the bath water, what did you get again, Eleanor? 20? A fat 20.
That maybe I'm not alone.
Yeah, I'm telling you got a 14. You guys are looking at the bath. It's like foggy and steamy in here. But like you do see like through the like green algae bloomed water. There's like something written at the bottom of the pool, but you would have to like either get rid of the steam or get into the water and like somehow look at it. Like
Oh god.
discern and maybe clean some of the algae on the bottom.
Can I use prestidigitation to try to clean off a bit?
Yeah, you can try to use prestidigitation to clean some of it. You can clean the bottom of the pool with that, but I think the fog is still sort of making it hard to like you need to get rid of the fog to be able to see it somehow.
You said that's wooden buckets, right?
Yeah, there's wooden buckets.
I set fire to one of them.
What?
So I tried to get rid of the mist. I don't know unless someone else has a smarter idea.
I'm sorry, what?
Maybe we can blow the mist out somehow.
Well, I guess Kevin is
Mm.
setting fire to the bucket. If no one has any other ideas.
I don't got anything to disperse mist.
Wait, why
so
setting fire to the bucket? Oh, okay.
How is that dispersing the mist, Kevin?
I don't understand. That's what I
Wouldn't
was
that
asking.
help
I was like, why are we setting fire
evaporate
to
to
the
like
basket?
mist a little? Because earlier when we set fire to the bramble,
Oh my god,
also
you're
helped
right.
clear out the mist.
You know what? Yeah, you do that. You set fire to one of the bath buckets. It's kind of hard because it is incredibly damp. It is a bath bucket, but it eventually alights a little bit, and the mist does dissipate somehow. And like as the mist clears on top of the bath pool, you like lean down and you can see there's like an inscription on the bottom. And it says in the pool inscription says, I bathe to cleanse my the blood of foes I have slain. That's what it says.
Is this also in common?
It's in common, yeah, and it's in like really familiar handwriting.
Oh
Really
god.
familiar handwriting.
Yeah, it's in the handwriting of the book you found earlier.
Oh. Gross.
Wait, is this like the case of like it's written in the bottom, as in like it's like one of those like Roman mural tile things?
Yes.
They put in their
Oh,
own
God.
handwriting.
Yes, I think like you guys are starting to get the picture that this is just some guy's like elaborate like shrine to himself. It's his cool bathhouse. He's got a statue of himself outside.
Oh, you know what? You know what? We should search the pockets of the statue's robe.
Mm-hmm.
Since he's wearing the same robe, right? If he's wearing the exact same robe, that means it has pockets too.
It does have pockets, that's true.
Plus,
Yeah.
Before we leave, is there any by any chance like a container that I can just scoop the water in?
There's bath buckets.
That you
That's not good.
singed.
Buckets. Well, there's some unburnt ones. There's also like a bath ladle, if you want to use that.
Which are they like? Which one would like not decay once we leave the room?
I think you have the best chance with the ladle because it's made of metal.
Oh, okay, then I'll do ladle. Maybe we'll need it for one of the pedestal thing. I don't know. It's a water drop.
That's true.
You two take out. So are you guys leaving the bathroom? The bathhouse? With your ladle of water?
Yes.
I don't think we need anything else.
Okay. You leave the bathhouse with your ladle of water. And as you like step out, the like ladle actually like rusts in like before your eyes, and like it was copper and it like patinas to this like, you know, the coppery patina green color, but it's still like, you know, it's still pretty sturdy, all things considered. It's full of this like, actually the water itself is actually still the same. It's a greenish water and it's giving off a little bit of steam in the air. But yeah, there it is. You got a ladle full of bath water.
Yay!
You just holding it in your hand?
Real gamer girls.
Oh no.
Do you want to go check out the statue first before we go into the venture into another room? Or like, and like, should I just keep holding on to this, or should I try putting it on the pedestal?
I mean, I think you could set it down on the pedestal first.
Okay.
So that you're not like awkwardly holding a ladle of water everywhere.
Yeah, Kevin does that.
Okay, so you set the water on the ladle on the pedestal, and like, you see like you didn't know that the pedestal even like would move, but as you set it down, it's like a pressure plate has been triggered, and like it settles down, and you hear like a little click.
Okay. Well, something happened, so I guess we go search statue pocket in the meantime.
Okay. You leave the office and you go frisk the statue. Do you do it like in the present, or do you like do it with the beam?
Oh, both, I guess. With and without.
Sure. So in the present day, like you don't like feel anything in his pockets. Like
Mm-hmm.
you feel nothing except for like there's like a little bit of like what feels like iron dust in like one of the pockets, like dust, metallic dust. But like
Okay.
jumping into the beam of the past, if you check his pockets, then you feel like the small like coin-sized key sitting in one of his robe pockets.
Okay. We take the key.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We take the key.
Yeah, take the key. Yeah, where are you going to go to next?
Room 3, I guess. I assume that's where we're gonna get like the branch on fire.
Yeah. So you go to 3, and you see like the big hearth, and then the big like fireplace as well. This room also has like a long like horizontal window. It's not frosted over because like the fireplace is keeping the room really warm, but it is like wintry outside in that scene as well. And like you can see like a little bit of those mountains that you saw in the like archway of the 4th room. This place is pretty cozy, even though it is a little toasty. The floor is, at least with this sort of past window, like covered in like soft, like red carpets. And you know you could like take a nap here. Like it's like the vibes are right. It's nice and comfy. It's almost like like the tavern common room, sort of feeling in here. And like soup is like bubbling away in the middle.
Soup.
Soup.
Okay.
Sus.
Sus.
Nobody digging in?
No.
I mean, does anybody want to dig in?
I would say go for it, but I care about you too much.
I'm just like, I mean, we're not gonna stop anybody who wants to try it.
Merlin, do you want another curse removed from you?
Yeah, sure.
Why did you drink the soup?
But actually, in that case,
I'll do it.
Okay.
No, I'll do it. I have advantage against poison. I'm
Don't
resistant
do that
against
to
poison.
Okay.
Okay. Hako tries to soup.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, there's like these wooden bowls that you can put the soup into.
Yeah.
You bring the soup up to you to smell.
Yeah.
It's like this like creamy white soup. There's like some carrots or like what look to be carrots in it, like floating. There's like a couple of like green stalks of like broccoli as well, and a couple of potatoes. It smells pretty hearty. It smells kind of cheesy. You take a sip. It's good soup. It's a little bland, honestly, for your taste.
Yeah.
Could use some salt, could use some pepper, but it's like nice and comforting and pretty tasty. You as you're like drinking it, make me a Constitution saving throw.
Let's go. Is this against poison or disease?
No,
Just as regular con save.
just a regular con save.
Alright, let's go. Where is it? Where's my con save?
Roll to not get food poisoning.
Roll to not get food poisoning.
15!
15?
Yeah.
Okay, you, like, as you're, like, drinking the soup, I think your, like, guard is, like, down because you're like, oh, it's just fucking soup. It's normal, as a little bland cream soup. And, like, you chew down on a potato, and, like, as the potato breaks up in your mouth, you hear, like, a crunch, like, noise. And, like, something, like, cuts into your gums, and it, like, does 2 slashing damage.
Nice.
But I assume you, like, spit it out.
Yeah.
It's a, ring. It's like a little mithril ring covered in your spit and also some soup and potato bits. And, like, in the, like, setting, there usually would be, like, a gem, and it looks like this is a pretty big gem, but it's empty. And the ring is, like, sitting there in your hand after having cut up your gums in the soup.
What the hell is the ring in here?
Help.
Guys, it's one of those
okay.
cases when people try to like propose with putting food right inside of food and the person eats it instead.
Yeah.
I think they normally do that with cake and not potatoes.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Soup. Yeah, I think
Anyway.
Chocolate cleans it a bit with prestidigitation, wipes it a bit. Like, well, there's supposed to be something in it, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think it may have fallen off in the pot?
Maybe.
Oh boy.
Yes, we
There's
scoop. I guess we can sift through the soup.
I don't know, Steve. I will soup.
Please,
We have a ladle, right? We can just like, scoop stuff up and see if any gems pop out.
please explain to. Okay, good. You're just ladling the soup to see if any gems show up.
For now.
But
I mean, aside from that, I mean, we could just consume the soup since drinking it doesn't seem to have given her any problems. Given them any problems.
True.
Consume it very carefully so you don't swallow gems, I guess.
yeah, I think if you guys want to have yourselves a bowl of soup, it's definitely good soup.
Good soup.
Okay.
Soup. Anybody who wants to like spice up their soup, there's like a cabinet with like spices.
Holy shit.
In like the kitchen section. Some of them look untouched and unopened, but
Oh,
there's
no wonder it's bland.
yeah. But there's like actually there's like a section of like what look to be extremely like expensive like Asbrian spices. And like these are like some bougie looking like saffron level like expensive spices for anybody who's interested in cuisine. They're unopened. Like they looked really good on the display shelf, but whoever bought them did not open them.
Okay. I mean, I guess if it just needs salt and pepper, maybe we don't have to open them.
Kevin is cracking it open.
Okay.
It's,
We will let Kevin spice the soup.
it's spicy and warm and a little bit like cayenne peppers.
Kevin can do whatever he wants.
Perfect.
Feel free to spice the soup, Kevin.
Yeah, a little baby.
Like,
Wait,
put
what
in the
if
whole pot,
what if we're all fine now and like we all like get terrible food poisoning when we leave?
Probably. I don't get food
we all go to
poisoning.
different corners.
Sounds like a you problem in the future.
It's a either me problem.
I mean, it's possible, right? Because everything gets like old and decayed once it leaves the room. So once we leave the room, it technically goes bad.
And the water was fine though.
Well, yeah, I guess. I don't know. We can hope.
We're willing to put that on chance.
Wait, do we wanna before we eat it? Do we wanna ask if Paco wants to like just leave and then come back?
Oh my
Yes.
god.
The theory.
Well,
Okay, I'll do it.
Thank you.
Does it instantly go bad as soon as you walk out?
Okay. You drank some of the soup. Are you bringing any of the soup with you outside, or are you just like leaving?
I think the theory was if it goes bad in the stomach, right?
Okay, yeah, that's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah. You leave the room, Hako, and like you feel okay for a second, and then for 2 seconds, and then you feel fine. You feel okay. Yeah, it's just soup.
They come back, they shrug, it's just soup.
Do you have the ring with you, by the way?
Oh yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, I want to see what it looks like.
Yeah, when you take the ring out, the like mithril shine to it, it immediately like corrodes into like a cloudy silver. And like you can make me I guess like intelligence check?
Intelligence. Sure.
Check?
Let's see if D&D Beyond loads. And straight intelligence.
Yeah.
10.
Oh, okay. Yeah, this is like mithril doesn't corrode like this. But you do know that like counterfeit mithril does. So like this is someone's counterfeit ring.
A cheap ass ring.
Yeah, like cheap enough that you would like buy it at like a trinket for your kid.
It is fake mithril.
Yeah, but it does have like a huge ring setting for some reason. But yeah, that's you feel fine. You don't feel like it curdled into cheese in your stomach or anything.
Yeah, they walk back in, they're like, I think you're fine.
Okay. I suppose we drink / search soup.
Yeah. You guys drink through the rest of the soup, spicing it however you will. Anybody who puts the spice on the soup, you feel pretty good. You feel like really good actually. This spice is really nice. And anyone who drinks the spicy soup will get an extra hit die. They just have an extra hit die next time they roll for your short rest. So just mark that. You
Yay.
drink the spicy soup.
Okay.
Yeah.
We drink.
How do I note that?
Just note it somewhere.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh, I can't
Yeah.
actually do it in the
Plus
D&D
one.
Beyond. Okay.
Yeah. Spicy.
We drink soup. Weed spice.
Not weed spice. It's not weed.
Weed spice.
No.
There you go.
It's like Malatang.
Help.
It's like malatang, yeah. It's like malatang.
Like malatang.
It's malatang soup.
Yum.
But yeah, you drink the soup. At the bottom there's nothing. You just finish it. Like there's enough of you. You guys finish the soup. There's nothing else in the soup aside from potatoes and cream and that one weird ring that
We do not find any gems.
There's no gems in the soup, no.
Okay. Is there anything else?
In the room, there's like the pot is still on fire. Sort of like crusting up now that it's soupless.
Can we remove it from the fire?
The pot? Sure, you can take it off. It's really heavy though, so you have to make a athletic roll if you want to do that. Like a big iron pot.
Oh,
So
I
that
guess
we're
we
not
can
like
take out the
burning
fire
anything.
then.
Are you gonna put out the fire?
Wait. We need one branch from it. While it's still on fire.
All right.
Is there firewood nearby?
Yeah, there's like a pile of firewood nearby. Like, kitchens have that in stock, so.
Okay, so I guess we take one branch from the fire and one branch from the stack of firewood and then we move it to room 1?
And then I'm assuming you put it on the pedestal.
Yeah.
It makes the same like sort of like quiet like click noise, and like sort of settles into the pedestal. But yeah, it's there.
Okay. Yeah, now we can move the pot if we want to. Or we can put out the fire if we want to.
It's a really nice cooking pot. Well made, nice and iron.
So I guess we put out the fire?
Yeah, you're free to.
We'll do it.
Okay. You guys put out the fire, and the kitchen is, you know, do you put out both fires? The kitchen one and the fireplace one? Or do you just leave the fireplace one alone?
We can leave the fireplace one alone.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you do that.
Do we see any gem anywhere? Is it in the fireplace maybe?
No, the fireplace has no gem. But there is like a inscription on top of the fireplace. Now that you're looking at it, it's inscribed into like the wood, like this fire burns as long as my adventurous spirit does.
Wow.
Yeah. It's kind of like live, laugh, love, but for adventurers.
Okay, so now we've got nothing but the snowy one left.
Let's go place those items down. Maybe we can just put the ring down without the gem and see how it goes.
I think we already did.
Oh, did we? Sorry.
If you put the ring down without the gem, it doesn't make the same like clicking noise.
Oh.
Only the burning log that you put in seems to interact with the pedestal.
The two branches.
Yes.
One on fire, one not on fire.
Mhm.
Okay, so now it's just the snowy room.
Yeah, so I'm assuming y'all are gonna head into the snowy like room and stuff.
We've saved the worst for last.
You head into this like sort of snow flurry of a place, and as you like step through the threshold of the curtain, it sort of drops behind you, and you have like this weird sensation of having just like gone into a circle, because now it feels like you are like here all over again, like back at the entrance of the like building, but it is like covered in snow, and you see the same like four archways in front of you, but the building again is like brand new. This place is like, you know, there's no leaves, there's no trees, there's no like gravestones even. It's just white, covered in snow. Even the like statue in the far end is like got a dusting of snow on its shoulders.
Does it have stuff in its pockets now?
If you check its pockets now, there's nothing in the pockets now.
Okay. But what's in the archways then, I guess?
The archways, they're empty. They're like blank, as they are in your like current timeline.
Do we find anything else?
Yeah. On the fourth archway, as you like look through, like the rest of them are blank, but the fourth one, the wall here is like smooth, and there's like a little indentation, like a little hole.
For the key that we found in the previous statue?
Perhaps.
Pocket?
Yeah, perhaps.
We try it?
Yep. Yeah, you open the key, it fits, and it clicks open, and like the wall sort of like slides like to the left, and you are in this sort of, it's like the size of a pantry, but the room is full of gems. It is like floor to ceiling, like almost looks like a Dragon's Hoard Junior. And like,
Oh my god.
yeah, it's full of like really nice looking crystals. They got like little crowns in here. They got like free flowing gems. There's coins. There's like a chest with like it's full of like strings of pearls in it. Like this is somebody's like storeroom of their treasures. And there's like a couple books. There's some scrolls. On the wall, like within this like small room to the right, there's like a note that says like all of these treasures and yet she still won't be mine.
Oh. Beta.
Cringe guy moment.
So cringe.
Does bag of holding have limit? Yes, it does.
500 pounds.
500 pounds.
Okay, I guess we take some each, I guess. Are the scrolls like of interest? Scrolls and books, are they of interest?
Yeah, the scrolls have some like really like there's a scroll of planar shift, there's a scroll of gate, there's like some high level spell scrolls in here.
Oh my god. Yeah, I would
And
take whatever I could.
yeah, let me see what scrolls they have. Let me double check.
Do you think the scrolls will last through the time traveling though?
No, I guess you could copy them.
No, you're right.
It would take like an hour, but you could copy them.
I could sit down. If there's anything divination, I could do it in half the time.
Yeah, actually, let me tell you what divination spells are on the scrolls. Me looking up what the spells are so I know what to be here. Yeah, there's one of them is scrying. One is contact other plane. There is a spell of beast bond, and then there is a yeah, I think that's it.
Okay. I'm gonna contact other plane would be really useful. If I could manage to copy it.
What does it cost to do you have money for that?
I'm broke.
Yeah, I don't think you have the money.
I don't have money,
How much
but
do
I
you need
have
for
rich
it?
friends apparently.
You have what?
Rich friends, I think?
Do you?
How much do you need for it?
Looks at Merlin.
Looks at Merlin.
Mommy.
Merlin isn't
Wait, are we
either.
not? Are we not basically just standing in the money?
Oh, you're right.
Standing in some money, yeah.
True. Can I use the past money to copy the past spellbook?
Yeah, you can try.
I'm gonna try.
Yeah, go for it.
Does it work? Does it work?
You spend the time to copy this spell. It takes a while. It's fucking freezing in here, by the way. It's really cold.
Whatever it is, it's half the time and money because it's divination.
It is half the time and money, but it is still cold, and it does take you a little bit of time. You do get it in your spellbook. It looks like it's in there.
It looks like it's in there. All right, well, that's what I needed.
While we search the room and each of us take some gems, I guess.
Yeah, each of you who are taking gems, roll me a 1d20, please.
Gems, gold, whatever. We just take some. 1d20.
Oh my god.
Wait, what? No, freaking way.
What? No way.
Shaking
Wow.
your head,
Oh my
Merlin.
god.
Wow.
What?
Oh my god, no.
No, I'm just rolling to see, like,
Oh my
Wow.
god.
what?
Okay.
I wanna just test roll this too, wait. Oh, you're kidding me?
Roll with your
Wow.
Try it again.
This is it is
what-
cursed.
I think you're
I
just
wanna go to
Are you legit?
D&D Beyond and roll instead.
Wow.
Are you
I'm rolling physical dice from now on for
It's
d20s.
Wow.
Flat d20s.
So
and
cursed.
Oh my god. One,
A physical
1, 3, 1. That's pathetic.
Cursed.
Whoa. Chris, for real. Hako, are you rolling? Are you taking any of the 10?
Oh,
The star mole.
yeah. D20, you say?
Yep.
Alright.
Oh, I forget you can do that.
14.
14? Okay, cool. Yeah, you guys shovel a handful. Oh yeah, see, I think you're just rolling badly today. You used up all your good rolls doing the investigation checks.
Help.
Help.
Okay, anyway.
Anyway, you guys roll all of your dice and you grab like handfuls of gems and you like shove them in your pockets or somewhere. I think like Eleanor finishes copying the spell. There's nothing else in this room. And you've kind of cleared it out. It's not a very big room, like I said, it's like the size of someone's pantry. So I'm assuming like after you're done like ransacking this place, you leave.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
We gotta go back and put one gem on the pedestal.
Cool. As you like leave this like winter place, and you like go back like the path you came, you see like over here there's some like curtains. Like they're sort of like just floating in like mid-air, like I guess like hovering over the ground. And stepping through them brings you back to like the present day where everything is in ruin. All of you who picked up gems, your pockets suddenly feel a lot lighter as the gems
No!
disappear into the realm of the past, back to being poor,
Back to poor era.
back to poverty.
No.
And then Eleanor, if you look into your spell book where you copied the contact other plane, the text has faded quite a bit. And you've like the spell, it's sort of like half written in your book. I think in order to be able to actually cast it, you would need to see it again, but it wouldn't cost you any money to copy it.
Cool. Okay.
So you've sort of like half inscribed it.
Got it.
Okay.
But well, you both rolled ones, so I can't. Okay, Kevin and Merlin, can both of you roll d10s for me again, please?
Oh my god, what is
Roll a
yours?
physical dice.
Yeah, roll a physical dice. Okay, 6, and then
What
what'd you
does
get,
a
Kevin?
What does D10 look like?
It's like,
Shape.
yeah, it's like arrows on the faces, like 10, 20. That's also a D10 technically.
Oh, is it like diamond shaped? It has like
Yeah.
sort of 0 to 1.
Yeah.
0 to
Yeah.
9, I mean.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you joking me?
Did you roll?
I got a
You
1
get
again.
one.
Yeah.
You get one.
Oh my god.
I got a 1.
Oh, you're just rolling bad.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Merlin, all of your gems disappear as well. Everybody's gems disappear from their pockets and from their bag of holdings. And you're like despairing and like checking all of your bags where you shoved everything in, and then your like hand like touches something sharp and it like cuts your pinky again a little bit, and you're like, ow. And you like pull it out, and it is like a singular like cloudy looking like garnet.
Oh,
It's kinda
cool. I
big.
get one.
But you know, you did not have this before. It's kind of cloudy, but it's still kind of nice. You think if somebody were to like clean this up?
Okay. I guess I'll show the party like, oh guys. Well, I get to keep one gem, I guess.
Time to
And I'm
offer on the
guessing that
pedestal.
Kevin has
Oh, for the
something.
pedestal.
Merlin looking at you guys like, for the what?
Yeah.
The what?
Oh my
She's
god.
like, what? I can't
the-
give this?
The pedestal in the study?
Huh?
Teehee, what?
He's like, huh? I guess we're going to the study.
Yeah. I guess.
Yeah, good
She
thing-
sadly follows everyone.
Was Merlin the only person to keep any of the riches?
Yeah.
I see.
That was just the one cloudy garnet.
Yeah, aside from Eleanor's like half spell. But yeah, Merlin, you have this cloudy garnet, and they're all staring at you to put on the pedestal, even though you're like,
You're like, I'm like
It's cloudy.
helping.
what do you do?
She will put it sadly.
On the pedestal, nothing happens.
With the ring?
If you set it inside the ring and then put the ring on the pedestal, after a moment, like it triggers the pressure plate and then clicks, you hear a click, and the pedestal is all, alight with, this, like, greenish, like, bluish, and then, like, red glow, and then, like, the room grows, like, very bright for a moment, and you're all sort of blinded, briefly, and when like the light disappears, you see like a man standing there. He's a tiefling man wearing red and blue robes, and he stares at all of you. He's like, "Oh, you seem to have found my sanctuary. Welcome, adventurers. I hope you enjoyed my little puzzle rooms. Hurrah! I've created this state-of-the-art adventuring experience for any of those who would like to relive my tales. I'm sure you've heard of me. I need not introduce myself, for after all you are here and know of my prowess. I hope you got to enjoy reliving through my best moments.
Can Merlin cut in and say, "Who are you again?"
He does not respond. And he almost like doesn't like he like doesn't acknowledge that he was interrupted.
It's just VR? It's just VR?
Oh my god, he made a museum of himself. It's much
Yes!
It's a record. It's a playback.
The man continues to speak over all of you, going, "It's a recording." And he says, "I hope this interactive experience has been worthwhile. Please leave a good review for me on the
A Yelp review. Yelp review.
on
I'm gonna leave him a 0 out of 5.
TripAdvisor.
on the adventurers recommendations board for things to do in DF Island.
Oh my god.
For any maintenance questions, you may send a message or sending or carrier mail to this address." And then like his finger like points down, and like an incredibly ugly font is like a rune address to like people who can like, send like runic mail. They can send it to this address. And we will be back to you in 13 to 12 business days.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Boo! I'm gonna give you a 0.
To restart your adventure or to finish the module, you may head over to the handsome statue in the middle of the courtyard and press the
Oh my god.
at the back of his platform. Thank you again
Press the
for
what?
participating.
I thought he was gonna press back of his ass or something. Oh.
Press the what at the back of his platform?
I said what I said. Toodaloo!
Wait,
And
he
like,
can't
clicks
hear
off,
us?
and then he disappears.
Wait, can we take the garnet back then?
The garnet is gone. All of the stuff that was on the like pedestals is gone. And like in the flash of light that the guy like disappears in, the stuff in the room like suddenly ages like rapidly before your eyes, and like you see a like half dilapidated desk. You see like the window that like leads to the outside is like boarded up, and it only points to more like foliage. And the room is like empty. for the most part. Like the pedestals are no longer there.
That suck. Where can I leave the review?
He said to leave the review at the Adventurers Experience Board, which is the AEB, which is the
Abe.
Abe. It's the Abe, and people leave like reviews there for like for all sorts of people. It's like Yelp for adventurers, where like, oh, I took a job from this like guild and they sucked, so don't work with them again, or like, yeah, I was staying at this tavern and like the food's pretty good, but the beds are basically like cardboard. So it's like a review website, and that's where he's directing. Not website. It's like a review like newsletter that people get through the post. And that's what he says to like, leave the review.
Like on the
Okay.
phone or
Hmm?
like on our phone, or is like somewhere?
You can leave the review with a sending stone, or you can ask like someone within like a larger city to like open the network, like the magical network for you to like leave the review on.
Okay, Merlin's gonna point to like, I don't know, the coil camera or something and be like, everyone please leave them a 0 out of 5.
Somewhere out there, a certain like magical experience suddenly gets like review bombed. And like the owner is just like, those guys at the fucking island said that if I included my experience with this, that I would get a lot of press. And why is my place getting review bombed? What's happening? But we cut back to this because you all don't know that that's happening. That you just ruined some man's livelihood.
Oh my god.
Probably fine.
He's gonna be fine,
It's
yeah.
gonna be fine. I'm assuming you guys like go back out and you go back to the statue. And like sure enough, at the back of the pedestal, you don't see it with your like without like with your like normal time, but like if you point the wand at his yes, it looks like not permanently closed. You point the wand at the statues like behind, and like the platform at the bottom, there's like two sort of like indentations, one for reset and then one for complete experience. What do you do?
Do we find any clues about the brambles?
Nope.
What do you guys want to do?
So this whole thing was just a narcissistic interactive monument.
Yeah.
Who wanted us to see this?
Was his name in the notebook?
His name was not in the notebook.
Like the her name?
Actually,
Permanently closed.
any of you, if you want, can make me a history check. Just raw. Just give me a raw history check. 22. Okay.
Okay.
Anybody else? 12, 19. Okay.
I'll do it, sorry.
Okay.
History?
Oh,
History.
Merlin, no, yeah.
History.
22.
Hmm.
Merlin got
Oh my goodness.
22. That makes sense. That checks out.
Yeah, oh,
23. Okay. Okay, there's two different things that happen when you like are staring. You guys are looking at the statue, you're like, this sucked. Like, what happened? I think let's start with Merlin's 22. Merlin, you know this guy. Like, like it took you a while because you don't really remember ugly people's like names or faces, but you remember this guy. Like, this was someone, this tiefling went to, you like barely remember his face and you mostly remember his ugly ass clothes, but he went to the same like magic school that you went to way back when, and like he was like, to you, he was like a faceless NPC mob character. But like,
Mhm.
Eleanor, you actually start to recognize, like, now that you're up and close and personal with like these robes, that like this is an extremely renowned adventurer by the name of, let me write it down here.
Thank you.
His name is Carthus Kane, and he is a like sorcerer slash swashbuckler slash like do it all sort of adventurer that like contributed a
His
lot.
name is what?
Carthus Kane. It's in the, here, I'll put it here in the text as well.
Oh, Carthus Kane. Okay.
Yeah, Carthus Kane, and he's like known for basically being the first person to make a living off of not just being an adventurer, but like being a well-known adventurer. Like there's a lot of stories about him. He's basically monetized his experience as an adventurer to be partially fiction, but also partially like he's like branded himself as an IP. And like you learned about him because like he's actually done like important stuff in history books and all that stuff, but it's like sort of hard to separate fact from fiction. But you
So he's the
definitely,
Gilderoy Lockhart of the coil.
he's kind of like Gilderoy Lockhart.
I'm sorry.
It's a little bit like that, where like anybody who is like interested in being an adventurer will definitely read like the Adventures of Carthus Kane. Like there's a book series, like there's a graphic novel series that like kids will read. Yeah, so like this is like for anybody who's a Carthus Kane fan, this would have been awesome. Because this is like, I think maybe you've like heard your classmates talk about like some of his books, Eleanor, but you're like, oh, this guy. Because like he's also like a very big
Showboat.
Hmm?
Showboat.
Yeah, very big showboat. So yeah, like you're like, oh no, this is a real guy. This is a real guy who exists, and the rest of you are like, who the fuck is this?
He would have bullied me in school.
Yeah, if you knew him. But he's very old, like Merlin old. So like his books have been around for quite some time. Carthus Kane, but they're still popular. But yeah, that's you at the end of your like tromping through his like this adventure with him. You're like, oh wait, no, I knew this guy.
Oh, it's this guy. Oh my god. Like the first influencer.
First influencer. And I think like even with your 23, you can actually remember maybe like one of your schoolmates forced you to read one of his like graphic novels and was just like, no, I swear it's good.
Oh,
You just
God.
have to get through the first like 500 chapters, and you're like okay. And because you wanted to make friends, and you were like, I'll read the first 500 chapters, and you did, and they were awful. But
Yeah.
with your memory, you're like, wait, I remember this. Because there was a early Carthus Kane adventure where he actually was out to basically he wanted to court this ice queen, but she said, you need to show me that you're worthy of my love, and you need to like gather like these 4 artifacts for me to show me that you like you think I'm worth it. And this whole story is about how Carthus Kane like goes through like 4 different trials and like gathers like water from like the unattainable like youthful springs, does not exist, and then like also gathers like the ever burning ember from like this like really scary volcano that also doesn't exist, and like a bunch of like other like things to like show to her, and by the time he like gets to her, he realizes there's no one he loves more than himself. So he takes back the ring, and she's like, I didn't want to get married to you anyway. And the moral of the story is, do adventures for yourself and no one else. And you read that, and you were like, this was awful to read. But this story matches up with the stuff that you guys had to do. And in that story, Carthus Kane's like trek to the heart of that like ice Queen involved like a rotted forest as well. So I think you can like connect the dots and be like, oh, this is literally just an adventure theme park for this fucking guy.
Okay, so she definitely wrote everything that was wrong with it in the footnotes and the margins, and then
Yes.
eventually went on to write hate fic about it.
Oh no. Not Karthus Kane fan fiction.
But it's like anti.
Anti-fan
Anti-fiction.
fan fiction. Anti-fiction.
Anti-fiction. I'm so mad that I'm like, this is wrong, and this is how I would rewrite it to be scientifically accurate.
Okay.
But that is what she had done in the past. Anyways, in real life, she's like, ugh, that guy. He tells
Okay.
lies professionally.
I think we've gathered as much.
But he's like, some of the things that he did was true, and he's like cool and stuff, but like, he's also a self-centered liar.
He built a museum to himself.
That he did.
So I'm assuming you guys will click the like complete adventure like rune.
Mm-hmm.
I guess.
Unless you want to do it again, you know, it's free.
Yeah.
Just reset
Okay, we ruined his life already.
Yeah, you click the like complete adventure, and the like wand in your hand, sort of like slid, like it turns from like a wand back into that like long, like needle like wiggly strand, and it sort of like wiggles around in your hand before like coiling around the statue, and as it like presses the like button, the like place is filled with light once again, and y'all are sort of blinded, and as you like blink away the light, the place is still sort of like broken and desecrated, but like it looks cleaned up. Like the brambles are gone, the like floor is like mostly clean. There's like a couple leaves here and there, but like it's not as overgrown and like decayed. There's no more sign of like the decay of the bramble or anything. And you see like the treant at the end of the courtyard before you go, oh, you've done it. Thank you. I appreciate you solving the mystery. Please take this as a token of my appreciation. And he reaches into his hole and he pulls out these
His hole?
his hole.
His hole.
He pulls out two little blue gems and he like places them on the floor. And
Oh,
that's where
yay!
we'll stop for today. Yay!
Thank you.
That was like the
Sweet.
bramble an end in part of the interactive experience, or was that like bramble taking advantage of the interactive experience?
I think it was part of the interactive experience.
He needed a way to get people into the interactive experience.
Yeah.
Like cursing them?
Yeah. Listen.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds like something he would do.
Is Kevin still cursed?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
you sure are.
Do you want me to uncurse you?
Yes, please. If you have spell slot left.
Yeah, I will remove curse.
Thanks.
You guys don't even know what the curse does. Jeez.
You don't want to know.
we never found out.
You sure?
Maybe it slowly turns you into Karthus Kane.
Turns you into a Karthus Kane stand.
God, no.
God.
Let's get out of here.
Yeah, you guys finish up. I'm assuming you're probably gonna go back to the village. The village is like, hey, thanks for saving us. We really appreciate it. And like the girl looks like sweaty and tired, and she's like, God, I hope nobody comes through again this week.
I am so sorry.
No, it's alright. We get paid. It's just, normally there aren't this many. We get maybe once every couple of months, but because of the laurels, it's been really busy. Yeah, no, it's great job, adventurers. I really appreciate it. Thank you for saving my village. Drink. She like walks up to the
That's rude.
tavern.
I think the laurels might be bad. Like worse than I thought.
Mm-mm.
Does that make this like whole village or like a theme park?
Yes.
As part of the park? Oh my
Oh,
god.
That's kind of fucked up.
It's kind of fucked up, huh? It's almost like taking over an entire island, and making regular townspeople dance and twirl around for random people to wreck their villages is a bad thing.
That's messed up.
I feel bad about this.
Is he paying you guys good?
They pay us good. So
Okay.
it's the only way it's
At
worth
least
it.
you get paid.
At least you got him paid, I guess.